I'm sorry, guys. I'll be right with you. I got something. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Kind of dealing, trying to help somebody out. I thought we were done for a minute, but it'll be okay. Hopefully they'll be okay. Hope everybody's okay. It seems like it seems like when people um, have certain kinds of problems, it all happens in clusters. And yeah, so y'all know who you are, and I really hope you're gonna be okay. I think you will. I was supposed to do this a while ago, so somebody's probably mad at me, but I didn't want to step on what Kat was doing, so I waited. Anyway, let's see what's going on here. What's up, Mr. Anthony Cruz? Hey, yeah, let's get to see monkeys going. What's up, Rob Plum? Are you in a bad way too? I see you got that panicky face kind of going on. Sarah Luco, thank God. Savvy also says thank God. What's going on, guys? Andrea D also said that. Oh man, like nobody has ever been glad to see me. Like never, not one time until now. And now there's at least three of you going nuts crazy over and Ryan. Who? What? Just like unsub from him. I've never been subbed to his fireside thing. Like I've never watched it one time, other than when people send me clips of him being stupid. But yeah, just don't do yourselves a favor and go and sub from him right now. I'll wait. Just having hit her. What? Who's her? Oh, his. Oh, okay. Yeah, he is pretty damn annoying. But why torture yourselves and why listen to him? He never has anything of value to say anyway. That's why we call him Lion Ryan. Can only imagine how chewed his nails are. Yeah, I bet. I bet you're right. You'll be white back. Stay white here. Okay, I'll be white. I'll be white here when you come back. Yeah. You will listen to brain cells. Yeah, that's why I don't. Andrea D, I've been missing flirting with you. You got to give me a call. I might as well just throw my phone number out here. Everybody has it anyway. What's up, Warbot? All you that cuddle Nevermore's drunken ass, how you like it? I have no clue what's been going on. What's been going on over there? What's up, Gremlin? Hey, what's up, Mr. Evans? Hey, I'm in the process. Bill Evans was cool enough to allow me to use music that he actually wrote and performs on. You guys know who Little Feat is? He was in a band with Billy like before Little Feat existed, and it's pretty cool. But he gave me some music that I can use to make an intro with, and I'm in the process of that. I'm just not very good at it. There's a certain someone on Ryan's yelling in chat because he ain't getting her way. All right. Well, that's pretty typical over there. What's up, Cat Eyes? Does anyone have Sam's phone number? Yes, I do. Call him and tell him to get off panel. Well, I can't do that while I'm live, but I do have Sam's phone number. Drunk ass meth compound old man absolutely trashing people his community claimed to like. Well, that's pretty normal around here. You really, really cannot trust anybody. And I tell you what, the people that are fluffing up Ryan and Jeff and Cap and Jeff Dave, um, what's his name, Davis. When they're done with them, they'll just throw them away, and that'll be funny. So, cozy up. Yeah, go ahead, Rod Plum. Go ahead and drink that Bud Light. Let us know how gay you are in the morning. Well, just go unsub. Why torture yourselves by listening to them? It'll help you, so you don't have to hear it anymore. I mean, that's part of the reason why I don't let Ryan up on my panels. I mean, I'm not even subbed to Fireside, and I'm all the better for it. What's up, Jay Silly? I mean, I don't really go up on very many people's panels at all anymore. I was on Nanya's last night, but that was like a not that was about something I have expertise in. So, and plus they paid me to do it. They're calling Sam faggot. There's six of them. They're yelling at him. Well, it's his own fault for staying there. Really, tell him to get his ass over here. Somebody go in that chat and tell him I've got a little secret I'm gonna drop on some people that they would rather hear. It's a total lie, but just tell them that. Wow, Lark Busters is up there. Yeah, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Sometimes that's sound advice. Fuck, I think I'm probably already way behind in the chat. Oh, it's not. No, more about that. Reporting to Tommy thing is not a joke. What's up, Christy? Oh, fuck, Gremlin, do you really give a fuck about a wrench? Come on, man. Be smarter than that. I'll tell you what. If you go unsub from Ryan and tell him you're unsubbing, I'll give you a wrench over here. No bullshit. Like right, remind me, and I'll do it right after we're done because I'm bad about forgetting to give people wrenches. So if you go tell Ryan that you're unsubbing and you actually unsub and stay unsubbed, I'll give you a wrench here. But if you go back there and I find out about it, not only will I take your wrench back, but I will ban you for a little while. It's up to you. You don't have to do it. No pressure. Yeah, you're right. That people are just using Ryan for his stupidity, man. That's all it is. Look, Warbot, people aren't actually. He's got like three people that actually back him. The rest are just, either feel sorry for him or they're using him at the moment. The same people that used to go with him not that long ago. He's just not smart enough to realize it. Same thing with John Davis and Jeff. You have a wire on me. All right, somebody take Gremlin out back. You know what to do. Oh, Rod Plum, you absolutely should listen to all sides and form your own opinion. You should always do that. And no, just because you're listening doesn't mean that you're backing him. I'm talking about the people that are fluffing him up just to get him going for their own benefit. Yeah, it's not been charged. And you guys, something else I want to remind you about is you got to watch out for fake screenshots because FBC is known for that. You know, Twomper and all of Tommy's clan. We had a former, and you can go back and watch it, but we had a former FBC member of the inner circle come forward and show us a lot of that stuff. So they 100% use fake screenshots. So just because somebody says, I got a screenshot or I got proof, doesn't mean that it's real. Yeah, I heard about Jeff's stream. See, that's the only way these guys can get people to watch them is to have outrageous shit like that. They dragged Kurt in chat for an hour. Holy shit. And if, yeah, well, that's the thing. Jeff makes his chat look like he's got support because he deletes any comment that's not kissing his ass. And yeah, Mr. Fake Christian will let people be doxxed. Yeah, he was more worried about cursing because he's a phony. He's a fake ass motherfucker. No profanity, but you can dox and drag all the people you want. They destroyed Kurt. Oh man. I mean, Kurt is. I mean, he's annoying, but he's a good dude, and he doesn't deserve to be dragged for an hour straight. He just don't deserve that. And I mean, I don't know why he would even go back for it. That was one of the trolls yesterday. Same time, yeah, I figured it was Anthony, but sometimes, like right now, it's not bad. But like yesterday, I had over 1,500. There were over 1,500 comments go through yesterday, and there's no way I can keep up with all that, so I didn't see a lot of it. But I know you're cool, man. I didn't really believe that you would do anything to be timed out for. So somebody gave me here. Let me show it to you. It might be too dark, but we'll see. Somebody gave me one of these rechargeable electric gliders. I guess it's all right. It's got a compass on it, which you got to watch these compasses because they put them in something that contains metal, so you got to watch them. Most of them are not accurate, and but it's also got a. Hang on, let me find it here. It's also got a flashlight on it that works pretty good. So, but anyway, some people like the sound of my Zippo, and some people don't. But I'm trying this out anyway. It's a nice hot flame, but it's small, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. It's nice and fidgety though. I like fidget toys, so. Who was it, Anthony? I did, like I said, I didn't see it. So, all right, sir, Luco, take it easy. Good night. Like I said, somebody wanted me to do this over an hour ago, but I didn't want to step on uh, Cat Reed because she was doing updates. And she's having. She could use your purse too, guys. Actually, if you're into praying or whatever it is you do, Cat Reed could use your purse also, or positive vibes or whatever hippie shit you do. But it just seemed like several people all right together today are having some issues. So I was supposed to do this over an hour ago, but I didn't want to step on Cat Reed, and the person I was doing it for, I think, went to bed. She's probably mad at me. But anyway, if it worked this time, I think the link up here is in the pinned comment. Last time I tried that, it for whatever reason it didn't take, or maybe I just fucked it up. I don't know because I really got. There is something that I'm gonna talk about that people will want to see, but I'll be doing that on my personal Instagram account because I don't necessarily want other channels dropping it. You know what I mean? As they tend to do. And on Instagram, like my personal one, you can see who's up there and you have more control over who can see it and who can't. So, and if it does get dropped, like I already have some suspects, and I'm going to let them watch it. So if it does get leaked, I'll know who it is and I'll just ban them forever from that account. But it's stuff that people will like to see. It's nothing good. Trust me. I just don't want to. I just don't want to show it here. It's actually nothing that I haven't shown before, but people seem to forget it when I throw the truth out in front of them. And I actually went dropped it before in a live chat, but I had to go back and find it and um, private it out of respect for somebody, but it still needs to be known. And if you're trying to sub to my private Instagram and I haven't added you, it's probably because like sometimes I don't know who you are if you have a different name than your YouTube name. So if you want to go ahead and message me your YouTube name and who you are, if I like you, I'll add you. And sometimes if I don't like you, then fuck off. I try to keep the drama. That's why I have two Instagram accounts. I have the drama one that's public, and then I have the other one. I try not to do any drama there, but I'm going to make an exception this time, and I might do a little bit more of that. I've already done a little bit of it. So what exactly were they dragging Kurt about the other night? I mean, just being him, or what was that about? And I don't know why he put up with it for an hour. I mean, nobody wants to be seen rage quitting, but there's ways around that. Hey, if somebody can screen share, we'll pull a Ryan. If you want to come up here and screen share, we'll just show his thing over here, since he thinks it's cool to do it to me and other people. Kurt's wife literally wanted to physically fight. Fight who? Man, I am so lost. I just don't watch this shit, so I don't know what's going on most of the time. Oh, Jenny, yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah, Kurt's annoying, but like he's not somebody that deserves to be dragged. That's the thing. I mean, that shows you what people are really made out of. They will use anything they can to get attention, and that's exactly what they're doing. I mean, come on, if that's what you're going to support, then you can fuck off too. You know what I mean? There's not really much you can do other than ignore them, but people won't do that because everybody loves a train wreck. I mean, I can throw up a train wreck right now if I wanted to. I could do it every fucking day. I've got enough shit on people. I just don't want to. I actually like Clownbot. I actually like that name. And something else I might start doing is privating all of my streams after they're over, just for the hell of it. Because I don't need watch hours or subs or I don't need any of that. I don't care about it. So if you don't catch it live or somebody don't copy it, you don't catch it. Dude, this little section over here has nothing to do with catching anymore at all. It's who can go live and make themselves look the stupidest is what this has come down to, and people eat it up. Nobody cares about catching over here anymore. Look who's leading this charge. You have three failed catchers. I mean, Jeff, Rand, and Cap are all failed catchers. They can't get views any other way, so this is what they've resorted to. What's up, Mr. Colfax? You heard that I rubbed my dick against the stop sign 28 years ago. Well, that's true. Um, yeah, well, it is that is actually true, JT. You're supposed to run with things that aren't true. Yeah, I still watch catches. I don't watch catches as religiously as I used to. Most of that has more to do with burnout. Um, and like I used to do a lot of things, off the book, so to speak, for a lot of catchers, and I found out some shit that I just can't respect. So I just kind of backed out, and every single one of them threw me under the bus. But if I ever decide to talk about it, some people are going to be pissed. And yes, I've got proof of almost all of it. Look, I will always support the movement. I will always support it. Yeah, I agree. Ryan, damn it. Alex is one of the best out there, if not the best. Well, Gremlin, if you care more about your fucking wrench over there, um, than you do about supporting the truth, then I don't know what to tell you, man. But my offer is open. If you go over there right now and tell Ryan to keep his fucking wrench and you're unsubscribing, I'll give you a wrench over here. But if you ever go back and resubscribe, then not only will I take your wrench, I will ban you. It's up to you, man. Well, yeah, I guess you're right. Stop signs are gender fluid. So I don't want to be in the clear though. I want the hate. I actually know what Sam does for a living, and I mean, obviously, I don't know like how much money he actually has, but he's doing very well for himself, obviously. Yeah, I heard about Jerry Springer passing away. That sucks. Yeah, I mean, Ryan was already a proven liar. I mean, it's so bad that people started calling him Lion Ryan, and probably everybody should start calling him that. Yes, I do discriminate against yield signs, and I am unashamed. Oh, I've read Rich Dad Poor Dad. I much prefer Rick Edelman. That Rich Dad Poor Dad guy is kind of a grifter himself, but I do like Rick Edelman. I know people like to say that I'm broke, but I was actually a PFA for 2 years, and I did do quite well. That's why I was able to not work for a very long time and still buy drugs, before it had an impact. Yeah, I don't know, JT. It's Sam's money. He can do whatever the fuck he wants with it. Yeah, MLMs are, provided that it's not an outright scam. There are people that do make money off of them, but they are the exception. I've looked into all that kind of thing. I even joined one once just to learn about it from the inside, and I did make money. Um, but it takes a long time before you can get to where you're actually making the dollars that they're talking about. Sam gave you 500 to eat from a dog bowl. JT, dude, I only got $100 to do that. Did you have to wear the studded collar? All right, good night, Sebby. I had to wear the studded collar, but I had to wear it inside out. But I didn't care. It was $100. JT, come up here and bullshit with me because I really got nothing. You can get a fair shake if you want to speak up here. What's up, Freya? I'm not sure if I said hello to you or not. If I didn't, I deeply apologize. Y'all, Freya's got a wild streak in her, man. You ought to see the dirty shit she's saying to me on Instagram. And I am not complaining. See, that's the thing. They have to continually top themselves to get views. Look at how stupid and insane it already is. They're going to have to keep topping that or people just won't watch them anymore. All of what they think is success is going to be very short-lived. Mark my words. People are going to get sick of it. Eventually, they'll get sick of it because all they have is the same shit over and over again. And people will get tired of it. Damn, if FCC says those motherfuckers are crazy, you guys know the shit's bad. Oh my god. And people aren't going to forget who all was a part of it. The shit will break one of these days, and it really isn't going to take all that long.
Wait, what can I?
What's going on, Mr. Colfax? I hope you're not wearing pants.
I'm wearing very strange pants.
Nice.
I would like to complain about everything possible, and then I'd like to rub myself against this wall.
Well, you came to the right place.
Oh, goody. What's goody?
What's up? What's up, Doc? We're just bitching and moaning like always.
I don't know. Just the whole big argument over at Ryan's place, and it all goes nowhere. Nothing goes anywhere. I do feel
Hmm.
like I completely made him obfuscate and act like a fool because I said he's lying when he flat out declares the whole corpse fucker thing, which he did the other night.
Hmm.
Flat out, he said that I was a corpse fucker. And then now he says, well, that's what I heard, and therefore I'm not a liar because that's what I believed from somebody
Oh
else.
yeah.
When it all came from Bobby Joe misunderstanding an article because she wasn't intelligent enough to. Damn it! Wait, hold on.
You're good.
Let me see. Hey,
It might be important.
hey, I'm on live at Bill's. Do you want me to just leave you on the phone and you talk too, or do you want to do it later?
We get to eavesdrop,
I'm sorry.
guys.
Actually, I needed to hold the phone to myself to be able to hear you. And what was it? Uh, yeah, it's just that in the meantime, I am right now staring at Bill's panel. And do you want me to put you on speaker? Do you want to be here or not? And nobody knows who you are. Nobody knows that you're on here. You know what I mean? In short, I guess it's not a good time to talk now.
This is exciting. I like it.
Hello? Okay, yeah. I just wanted. I don't know. When you insisted me, I just wanted to say like, wow, you broke this spell and made me leave this hideous panel. It gets worse every night and all that. But now I ended up on Bills. But we could have some. I can have some fun over here, talking about anything, etc., etc. But yeah, worse every day. All right. See you later.
I thought he was going to say talking about anal when he said anything. No such luck. Hey,
Yeah,
Jordan, what's up, sweetheart?
sorry about that. That was a gatekeeper.
Oh,
I don't.
well, well, I mean, gatekeepers are more important than we are, so you might want to talk to that person.
Oh God, I can just imagine what people are going to go like. Answer the phone. Who's that? Blah blah blah. Yeah, it was the person that supplies me with all the corpses I fuck. Ryan, if you want to know. Mhm.
That's the
Yeah,
thing. Ryan says all this shit, has no proof of anything, and then demands that you prove him wrong. It's like that's not how it works, you little turd.
yeah. I mean, like he literally. Okay, once upon a time, the Marshallist, everybody knows his name now, wrote an article about me, and then somebody that nobody we don't know who nobody knows picked it up months later, and I texted him like, "Look, what the fuck is this? This guy that just picks up, he does crime stuff, and he picked up on that article and just read it with his voice changer or some machine that did it. Mind shock is the guy. Nobody knows him. I mean, he doesn't ever even talk to anyone. He
I
read
know who that is.
he read the entire article, and Bobby Joe misheard it selectively and came out with the whole, oh yeah, you remember, it was with you, the whole corpse fucking thing. Later, she did beat me on a panel, not like a debate or something. We just happened to be there, and she admitted like she didn't really hear that correctly and all that. And it was also very muddled. I'll give her that. The Marshallist is writing everything, well, except for the book. The book is fantastic, but I complained about the two articles he did. I mean, what the fuck, man? This is a mumbled mess. In any case, she admitted that she misunderstood that and shouldn't have done that. But now that things are this way, in this partisan way that we're all operating in, you fucking liars, every one of you, um, she won't. She's asking me to take. I went today up to Boulder for sad family business to visit in the hospital, and it's like, oh my God, because it changed names a little. I didn't realize as I was going to it that it was going to be that hospital. And I went down the basement and filmed where the morgue was, much to the chagrin. Okay, I'm doing too many stories here. But the point is to end the thing. The thing is that Bobby Joe misunderstood it at best, and she said so. And then Ryan is now ran with it like 2 nights ago. Oh, and the JT Colton Facts is a corpse fucker. As a flat fact, he said. Now he wants to obfuscate and say, Well, he's not. I can't call him a liar because, well, it's what I heard, so I don't know. So that doesn't make me a liar, you know. And it's like,
Yes,
but
it does.
but you didn't make any effort to find any. Where's the fucking corpse fucking? I'd love to see those papers.
Right. I mean, I even said that night that I've seen no evidence of anything like that, you know.
Yeah,
But
because
he
that.
chose to run with the more negative one instead of the truth.
Oh, is
So
that
that does
completely
make him a liar.
outlandish? I mean, corpse fucking. It's out. It's an outlandish thing. If he had money, and I had money to get an attorney, I would sue him. It's you can't call people that without. And okay, so what we don't have the money and all that. No lawsuits and blah blah. But the point is, he wants respectability with his investigations in this community, and for him to run with that proves him a muddled, stupid liar, and that what he's doing is partisan, as in, there's another one. Um,
Better take it. It might be a gatekeeper.
oh, it is. Hold on 1 second. This one, I gotta make sure.
Okay, guys, be real quiet. We'll eavesdrop on this as hard as we can. Yeah, Ryan has lied about me about a lot of things. And then, like, I'm not lying. Like, yeah, you are. Like, I'm not even the one that came up with the name Lion Ryan. I just think it's cool, so I use it. But he's too stupid to realize people are just making fun of him, you know, and using him.
A horrible, horrible person is going to come up on your panel soon.
There's already 2 horrible people up here, JT. We're about at max capacity
This is
for horrible people.
You can't get much worse than this.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
All right, y'all. Fasten your seatbelts. This is going to be wild.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wanted to give your channel a ratings bump, Bill, as I always do. So
Thank you, Sam. I mean, you're paying for the whole damn thing, so you can do pretty much whatever you want.
Not only am I stroking you $1,000 weekly checks, but I'm also bringing incredible amount of viewers to your program.
It literally just went up 2. It literally just went up 2.
3. It went up 3 now. 3 now. Keep going, baby.
JT, you watch that number fucking rise. You keep a close eye on the ratings. Hey, I just came back from the Lion's Den, Bill. And
yes.
I heard.
Be here now and have some fun. Oh, there it goes again. God damn you. I thought I was the pretty one.
I'm sober tonight though, Bill, so you're not going to see me pass out on your channel like I did last time. You know.
Well, that's it. We can edit it in later.
Hey, Sam, the thing is, I made a bunch of videos because I was up in Boulder today, so I went to the Ramsey house. I went to the morgue and I went to the jail. Unfortunately, I had the best video that I did in front of the jail, showing and I used to live behind that slash of a window and that slash of a window. Oh, and over there, that's where work release people come out. I turned it off wrong because it was so sunny I couldn't see, so it's gone. But the point, why did I say, did those videos? Oh, no. Oh, I was gonna say, I don't know. It was like, because I don't have access to corpses anymore, just naturally with keys and alarm codes. I do thank you for, paying for the nefarious people that bring the occasional corpse over to my house, and I could use another one tonight.
I want to say real quick to Wolfpack. It's a team approach. So we had, there was some communication with some of the jurisdictions on how they wanted the evidence turned in. On one of the cases, we called the police to the scene. We have that detective's information, and the evidence will be submitted directly to that detective. For the other cases, it's a combination of assembling everything, which was we had multiple people there who were filming. and then in some cases we had 1 and 2 decoys working the file.
Yes.
So we knew Wolfpack going in that working with law enforcement in Florida would be difficult, and so we wanted to do the most comprehensive thing, which was to make sure that we had all of the evidence at the conclusion and turn it in. So ultimately, it's something that me and Ray and the decoy will work to turn in either in person or submit it to their online portal. So I know that this is a so when you say it's who's in charge, ultimately I'll be ensuring that it all gets submitted properly. But there's various parties. Then there's a drive that we submit it to or have it onto. So I know that this is like a big
point of contention.
I know that people continue to try to denigrate the trip for repeated attempts to knowing what the case and the evidence is. And they have a right to know when we turn in the evidence and what the process is and what the proceeding is for the case. So I do intend on ensuring that everything gets submitted appropriately.
Yeah, good job. Can I correct my previous joke because of Ramsey that in Boulder? I only went to like a cheap ending on that because I forgot where I was going. But I meant to say that I went to the Ramsey house and it is for sale right now for just under $7 million. And I was wondering, Sam, would you buy me that?
No, I'm not. No,
Come on,
mean ass Sam. I'm
at least
not
put in a bid.
I'm
We'll just
already putting out $1,000 a week for Bill's fucking panel shit. Cocaine fiendish habits.
Come on, it would be the bed and breakfast from hell, and I will personally serve the people down in the cement basement with the creepy furnace door open where she was found. It's like, and here's my hot dogs and beans for you. That'll be $3,000. Hi, Christy.
Hola, Christy.
Hello. What's happening?
Same shit. All the time.
I know. I heard it.
Oh,
I'm sorry about that, Jenny T and Tori. I'm cleaning my room. I'm done with the noisy stuff. I should have muted myself. I do apologize.
How am or was or bad, good, or indifferent, Christy?
I sent you a DM. Well, I just heard like the last 10 minutes when you were up there, and yeah, you were getting drilled. But what I don't know what to say. They're dragging.
Well, I mean, it's so
stupid.
There's nothing really that can be said at this point by anyone else. There's nothing I can say. I wasn't there. I don't have any more information other than, I am working to try to obtain some things, the documents, and some additional documents. But other than that, what the thing is like, what do they want? What does the mass hysteria want done with Edward if he's never charged with a crime? And there was no evidence to charge him with a crime. I don't understand what they're out for blood. I understand people don't like.
Try to unfreeze and talk about something else and be a person and have some fun tonight, Sam.
Well, that's me and Christy.
Wait, I do want to talk about it. Like, because people say I defend Ed and that Ed is like my leader, boss, whatever. We don't even talk.
Yeah.
We're here. But I am loyal to the ones that have been loyal to me. And as Sam said, I don't need to know them in person to have a connection. And I like it. And we don't know what's going to happen.
Look,
but now I like him. Now he has my back.
This all comes down to people wanting attention. This is what they found a way. Look, you've got 3 failed catchers that are leading all this. You got Cap, failed catcher. You got Ryan, failed catcher. You got Jeff, failed catcher. They can't get attention any other way than to use this bullshit. Once it runs out.
What we need right now is deflection. And thank you, Christy, for supplying some bustier tonight.
Oh no,
Mm.
it's a tank top. I went to the gym. I went back to the gym.
It's deflection. It's deflection. It's deflection.
I'm gonna do like this.
It's,
Shut up.
Chris, instead of going to the gym, Christy, you should go to the Bill. You know what I'm saying?
Stupid. No, but I have friends on the other side because now we have sides that don't think like me, and that's okay. But they're not being rude, disrespectful, or saying stories that are not true. Like, for example, the one that Ryan is saying about Colfax. And now he's like, oh, yeah, I think it was something about John Benet, not about the corpses. Like, one thing and the other are totally opposite.
Hey,
But
I don't want to dwell on that, but like people do, in all of this, you see people going like, but you scamula or something. Why did you take my wrench? And it's like from 8 months ago. You want to talk about that in the midst of this? But Christy, I would like you, because you're on these a lot, so you can verify, right? That because I mean that that Ryan did flat out say I was a corpse fucker the other night. Did he?
yes, yes.
And then when I confronted today, he's like, "Well, that doesn't make me a liar." All the shit he said. It's like, no. If you go off half cocked, if somebody just whispers to me, "Christy is the whore of Babylon," and I go with that as just fact, it's a lie. It's an absolute lie, and at best, it's just going off half cocked.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to me, it's just very strange how, I mean, this whole thing has demonstrated the two-faced and three-faced nature of this community and the toxicity of this community. You've got Cap and Ryan, who just a couple weeks ago, Cap was circulating demands for us to castigate Ryan. And I remember when even Ryan was on a panel, he was like telling FCC, beat his ass, FCC, beat his ass.
Weak ass weasel.
And it's just so strange to see these strange bedfellows sort of partner up in what they claim is the right thing to do. And I'm not supporting Edward because he's my friend or I know him very well. He is my friend. I'm supporting him just based on the principle that if you raid someone's home and you don't charge them with a crime, how do they prove their innocence? How does one prove their innocence? And that's kind of what the question that we're at right now. How does one prove their innocence? And it's just the most bizarre thing that I see. All of these people, Kevin and Tommy, Tommy was there slandering Kevin and his brother to police, bad-mouthing them, and now they're best buddies again. So it's just like, it's very weird, very, very weird. And
partisan is the word. It's everyone's bringing out old grudges and switching, allegiances and all that, and it shows.
But even if you're a troll, you have to have a moral compass. Like, you cannot go in life vomiting shit. Like, no.
And I cannot believe
you have pulled up your shirt.
Sorry, JT, what?
She has pulled up her shirt. Now there's no cleavage, and now we just have to listen to Sam blather.
That's the way it should be. Bill, I have idea how the hell I've gone toe-to-toe with Ryan for the last week, and I'm exhausted. How the hell did you go to toe-to-toe with them for a year or more, back and forth?
Cocaine. No shit, man. Arguing with Ryan every time. Every time I argue with Ryan, I feel like when a 4-year-old decides he's going to beat you up and he's really mad, and you just put your hand on his forehead and he swings and never gets anywhere until he tires out. That's what arguing with Ryan is like. It's completely pointless, and he's so cute when he tries to act tough.
No, and it's good to see Sam left to come here. That's right, Pat Conman, and so did you. Here you are, Pat Conman.
And hey, now
it went up
17. It went up 17 as far as 18. Because Sam waddled his fat
No, now we're
ass
going to
in.
give credit to Christy now. We're going to give the credit to Christy now for drawing the ratings in.
Well, it went down. I think it was probably up to 900, but then it went down because she pulled her shirt up.
Oh. I was not gonna go up because I'm tired. I woke up from a long nap too, and but no. And as I was saying earlier in a DM with my girlfriends, because people are gonna say I was talking to Ed or something. Like I don't even get upset when they write about me. I don't care, but I got to the point where if you look for me, you're gonna find me, and what I haven't nothing to lose. So Cap, because I have a problem with Cap. I don't know why he hates me. He cannot answer that question, but he's all over me, like in a bad way. And I've said it before. So I blocked Scamula, I blocked Chuckles. Like I don't care about them, but I do care why Cap hates me. Like me,
Caps.
not because I'm friends with Ed. No, me. What did I do to him?
Caps lives in a dark hallway.
And it's okay
Yeah.
not to like me because people don't like me.
Christy, he is probably one of the weirdest and oddballs in this community. He's the pinnacle, the definition of the two-faced, snarky, weaselly, non-friends. If you consider Cap your friend,
what?
You better watch your fucking back.
Like I read what he wrote at like for a year almost on Tommy's chat, and now they're best friends. Like what? And then
Caps he's trying to do like Johnny Carson.
Divide and conquer.
Like Johnny Carson died, and Caps is building a new desk right in front of the grave.
But I have a question, JT. Where are his boys? They're smart.
The boys.
Yeah, the boys.
Oh,
the
he turned his back on his boyhood, and he thought he was so special to be included in that. I'll never know why it's said that way so much, because it seems to exclude other people.
So who are his boys now? Because his original boys.
He did it. He rose like 100 or I don't know subs. I never paid attention, so I don't know. I didn't see right from the beginning of all this how much he rose, but I saw at some point when I started looking through his ridiculous panels that it rose like 50 or something from what I know. But the whole Ed thing was many days beyond that, so he could have risen 100, 200, and that's all he's doing it for game. He's doing it for game.
Let me answer this, Torre. I like you. Hi. Yes, and there's like a troll account like Christy Machete, Two-Face, hypocrite, whatever. I don't care. Maybe it's him. Like I'm a Two-Face. Hello, but like I don't care what people say about me. But he's like horrible. You should see what he writes and says about me.
He is.
It's personal. It's rude. Like he cannot talk like that to. I'm not even gonna use a female thing to a person without basis. So that's my problem with him. Like he can hate me, but leave me alone. Or troll me, but troll me like others, not go personal.
Let's say it this way. Put a 1 in the chat with no matter how the Ed thing happens, if you think Caps is absolute scum. 1.
Yes.
A 1 in the chat or a 2? And what's a 2 for?
Oh yeah, he keeps doing that. Like read his last chat collaborations this past week, and he's like, press 1 if you think, like he's demanding chat to like do things, and then ask whoever this and tell him that. Like, hello, who's the leader? Yeah.
Look at Laura with don't know him enough. Like, would you see something like that where, like, an honest answer, he like rings out in the night? And
Oh yeah, I can
but,
respect that.
but there's a lot of ones. Caps,
You're not missing anything, Laura.
Caps, you are scum. You have been judged scum, and I have been getting so much communication with people going like, "You were right. You were right all along about him. A weaselly, smarmy little mousy piece of nothing, and he was never even funny. He just goes la, 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 and talks fast and acts like that's an imitation of someone."
I thought like his Tommy voice was funny when he did it a couple times. Then you learn that he does it for everyone. Suddenly I have Tommy's voice that Caps used years ago for making his Tommy voice. So that's what you said. And then come to find out he's using that literally for everyone's voice. And then
it's done by rote. Like when I was a kid, every seventh and eighth and ninth grader, we all thought it was so funny because of Monty Python. We all walked around saying things in a British accent, and you didn't have to put any cleverness in it. You were making a joke by just saying something British, and that's what he does. Just fast talking. It means nothing. There's no creativity or humor. It's just fast talking.
Yeah, he's a one-trick pony. The guy, like, he has no creativity. He can barely string two sentences together. So all he knows how to do is drag people. That's it. You know, that tells me that he's a very
through exactly. And then to see
he's
him
very insecure.
Very insecure, very low self-esteem, and he's just a sort of bizarre. I mean, he's the definition of the two-faced nature of this community. I mean,
Sam, buy me that Ramsey house. Don't you realize the fortune of the bed and breakfast there?
I get
Sam, at least put in an offer. Like, just offer him $3.5 million and see what happens. If they take it, fine. You know.
Can't you mortgage something? Sell your car? Do something. Get me that house. God damn you.
Well, I have your naked photos that I'm going to sell online on OnlyFans, JT. So,
hey, Angela.
I knew somebody was in my room that night.
Yeah, that's damn it. You've sensed me in there.
God damn it.
Oh my God. I mean, I just think that it's kind of the amount of
sudden silence about the things that went on in that.
About 90
things that went on in that.
97% of things that were said or have been said, people continue to say things. My money, you buy friends. People don't even know what they're talking about. They don't know who I've contributed to.
They don't know. And if that was true, so what? But you and I now talk more than ever since that, because now we met, and I really do. You're a friend as much as any friend I ever had.
Well, they would say that I purchased you, JT. I literally purchased you.
And
well, Sam,
I come home like broke and starving. I'm eating the stuff that I pulled the refrigerator out and I'm eating the stuff that was behind there. Because you're not sending me the money.
What's up, FCC? Sam, I'm gonna just so that I'm not two-faced, I'm gonna tell you right now, I wouldn't talk to you at all if you weren't giving me $1,000 a week.
Oh, I know.
I mean, those times when you call me up late at night crying about your lost money slipper or whatever.
Ryan actually said that I was nervous on his panel today, which was
yes.
He can sense a nervous guest on his panel. No, he's a pointless character.
Mentally ill.
He cuts you off. He asks you questions and doesn't listen to the answer. I couldn't
imagine. Well, that's the thing. He accuses people of shit. He's accused me of a ton of things, has no proof, never shown any proof, and then demands that I prove him wrong. It's like, it don't work that way, you little sniveling weasel.
Yeah, no, I know. And that's what he was saying. Well, that's what he believed, though, Bill. He believed that you were a murderer. He believed that you were a cocaine dealer. He believed that you were committed armed robbery in 5 banks. Because Ryan believes it, it somehow makes it true in his mind. I mean, literally, I thought Tommy was a sociopath. Ryan is like a dangerous sociopath.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's true.
He's not trying to grift, whereas Tommy's like, it's a grifting situation. It's just weird. So
Yeah.
he's like, he's wrong. He doubles down on being wrong. Then he is a soulless, unkind person that has no respect for anybody else. So anyway,
I know people that say, "Oh, his heart's in the right place." They don't really know how evil the little bastard is.
Hey, Donovan, I know what mental illness is, and I know Ryan is suffering drastically from it. Drastically. And I do get the irony, considering I was just at the site of my worst mental breakdown that went all around the world at the Rams house today. And Ryan is mentally ill. He's completely mentally ill. And Caps is mentally ill too, but he's more just like a piece of scum. But Ryan's completely mentally ill. He has no idea what he's doing, and he's off the rails. And he should be.
Yeah, Jay Silly, I couldn't agree with you more on that one there. That is a very true statement. And I wanted to say to Drone Racer, I didn't run off of Ryan's panel. Ryan asked me a question. I started to answer it, and then he cut me off, and then he talked over me and continued to talk over me. If you're going to want me up and I boost your viewers by 100%, and then you essentially talk over me, I just, I'm not going to do it. It's pointless. But I will answer.
It is pointless. You cannot have an adult conversation with Ryan. He's incapable of it. So there's no point.
I will say that Edward was a part of identifying the predators' identities, and he was also a part of helping with finding locations. Edward pays for sophisticated software and things to identify predators' locations on the scene, and that was his role. And JT's role was, we didn't have a few people on the trip that we were planning on it, and he was a last-minute addition to the trip because he is my friend. Before he came on the trip, he's my friend. And I like JT, and I have a great relationship with him. And since we had an opening for this trip, I wanted to invite him. And
Hey,
so I got to invite him.
I just typed my role into chat. I was the Eminence Grace. But nobody knows what
You were the token fancy boy. Every trip needs one.
Fancy boy. I like that one. Mm-hmm. And if after that portion in Florida, if Sam, I almost called you Ryan, if Sam had then flown me to Moscow to rub my cock against the Red Square, what business is that of yours? And by the way, why doesn't he? Oh. Fly me, Sam. Fly
I
me
didn't
to
quite.
the moon. It doesn't, as much as they want to keep going, Sam and his money, Sam and this, that, what different, did I harm anything by being there? No. Did I help much? Not really. I've never described
to
any of the
answer
seven.
those types of questions. Like, you got invited, you went on, period. Like,
Of
nobody
course.
put
And
any money for you to go.
who in this community wouldn't, Christy? Who wouldn't?
I
They
would
all,
have went
they
by
all
myself.
would. Christy, you'd have been packing your bags and off to Florida within the hour if it came to it. And that's
Yes.
true. I got about 5 days notice. And yeah, you're goddamn right. I'm going. And there was no cloud that I'm going to. Then the cloud broke an hour before my ride came, and I'm like trying to wash dishes so I don't come home to that, and still like little bits of packing. I don't know what to think of it. And I meet Christy, and we go at the airport. She's on a connecting flight. And we meet and sit together, and we're like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? And everyone wants to abuse it and go like, then you stayed under the same house with that guy. Look, as decent as a person as Christy, the other Christy, it's like, well, we don't know. What can we do? You know what I mean? Nobody in this community still knows, and I hate it. I hate it that the accusation is out there or hovering, or and could be terrible. Could be terrible. I hate that. It's
Real
not so
quick.
much that I'm necessarily defending Ed and everything I say, but you've got to now separate what people are doing, and what people are doing with this. It falls on their own responsibility. Now, is it dignified and decent for Tommy to go from one panel to the other? And each panel he goes to, he goes 3 times. He goes on for half an hour with his set piece. Then somebody asks him a question, he goes off. Then half an hour later, he comes back with another set piece, and then he goes 3 times per each panel, and it's distasteful and disgusting what he's doing. Nobody can blame him for wanting to kick Ed after all this time, not at all. But he's running it like it's going to absolve him from all his crimes.
Having fun. Yep.
And
I don't give a fuck about Tommy. Yeah. I don't know if it was 2 or 3 nights ago that he kept on jumping on Cap's panel and then dropping off and going to locks and then doing this like, hold on, I'm going to go over there. Wait, I'll be back. And then he went over there like blah, 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 and rage quit and then came back. Like he's having fun with this. And it doesn't even matter anymore, Tommy. He told us.
Look at this moron troll.
And people here know what I'm going to say because they were there. He told a story about a victim, like a real with papers victim, female, that doesn't like Tommy. And I'm not going to say her name, but he told the story like detailed. And I'm just going to say Target and a ladder and a skirt. Okay, he talked for 10 minutes about that story, and panel stayed quiet. Chat was having fun. It was gross, and the stream is still up there. That's like, how can you do that? He's gross, and nobody called him out. Nobody.
Caps is scum.
Real quick, I want to say it for the probably 7th, 8th time for Warbot and for the trolls in the chat that don't really care. They're just trying to use this as a divisive tactic to diminish the trip and the catches that were caught on the trip. Florida law enforcement agencies are very difficult to work with. We knew that by experience coming into this time period that it was going to be difficult to work with them. I reached out, in addition to several others reached out to law enforcement prior to these catches to see what format and how, if we wanted the cases to be prosecuted, which we do, how the evidence would be and could be delivered. We made a determination that the patrol officers weren't going to do on-site arrests in the counties that we were at. That included some counties in Central Florida. So we are and will and have submitted evidence directly to the detectives in the counties in which we caught the predators. I will personally update everyone as this evidence gets submitted and has been submitted, whether it is received and whether there will be an open investigation into the cases and if any criminal charges come about. We have all of the predators' names. We have the chat logs and that information, and it's about identifying which detective, as part of the ICAC in Central Florida, who would receive it for the county that we were at. I know that most of the questions regarding the evidence are about trying to somehow elude falsely that we have no intention of submitting these cases, which is false. We have and will and are submitting these cases. There were multiple people on the...
Shorten it down and remember that everything about that.
There's multiple
deflection.
There's multiple videos that have to and were collected from multiple of the people that were there as well as the chat logs leading up to the day of chat logs, as well as identifying which detective in the various counties will receive it. I don't know why that's there's nothing nefarious that people are alluding to, like we are not going to submit the evidence or we don't have any intention to attempt to have these cases prosecuted.
Shorten your sentences.
Well, I mean, if they want an answer, I'll keep answering it.
And LB, it's been 2 weeks. Send the email, dude. Lame. Now, once again, that opens up the idea of we have detectives saying that Tommy repeatedly never turned in the info. Repeatedly. It's ironclad in black and white from a trustful source. And you want to be upset because this whole thing is bathed in a whole bunch of confusion with the people that hadn't worked together before, and much of the info is not being shared, so it's not Sam's fault, and et cetera, and it's not like, oh, it's been 2 weeks and a day, so it's dead. You know what I mean? Months could go by if need be, and it's still good. God damn you all.
You can't just walk up to the police station and just throw it at them. The stuff's got to be seen through in a certain way, or it just won't get taken seriously, especially in certain jurisdictions. It's not as easy as people think.
Not only that, but just like the case in Tommy's, you have to have everybody that was a witness, their identification. You've got to get every camera, the full feed of that camera. You've got to get the chat logs and the devices that they were on. That requires, if it's a decoy was out of state, the device or the SD card or the card that the information was on sent to the detective. And they have a process and procedure. Each jurisdiction has their own process for this. And it's a matter of understanding what that process is and doing it. So, like I said, I will personally, give an update to the community as these cases are submitted and prosecuted. I don't know.
Yeah. This is not like a cheese left in the sun. This is more like a canned chili. Months could go by and it's still good info. So stop fucking hammering on that like it's a point, you people. And there is confusion with all of the different people involved, and there's some muddledness going on. And you want to go like your whole thing. Why isn't it turned in yet? Well, it'll be turned in when it goddamn well gets sorted and ready. So, what's your point? You're just saying that as a partisan Tommy supporter when you do that. Fuck you all.
No, and to LB, we didn't let the evidence walk away. The evidence was collected by the out-of-state decoys that worked these cases. So the procedure for having non-local decoys work the case, which is typical for catchers, is the evidence has to be submitted to the law enforcement agents, particularly in Florida, for our experience, a certain way. The way they want it formatted, and what they actually want. Do they want the device? Do they want the SD card? How do they want it mailed? When you claim that predators are walking around, every single one of all of the catchers generally walk around. Very rarely will you get someone out on no bail. So we did do the exposure, and we did do a notification to the departments that we did the catch. So, you can continue down this line, but
the flat out thing is the evidence doesn't just die by tomorrow, next week, or even next month. It's still good. And so stop hounding about it. It's really none of your business, actually, whoever.
No, I know Tommy doesn't update anything about it in our case, but I fully intend to go the opposite way and update everybody. It's not just an email, LB. There's a certain file.
No, there's way more to it.
So,
when all is said and done,
every department has its own way of submitting it. One file for one video that we took 2 hours. It was 50 gigabytes of audio and visual, and they want everything. and they said they don't want the evidence until it's all there, everything, or don't even submit it. So we're not going to submit half, half this, half that.
Yeah, things aren't just automatically in a nice little bundle ready to go when the catch is done. You get all the decoy shit. Things have to be sent forward a certain way. It's not all clean. You don't see all that kind of work that goes in behind it. There's hours worth of work left done after you see the live catch. It's not as easy as people think. And I've done this shit myself, so I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, we'll update everybody, but I wouldn't say that we would update you if we had no intention of submitting the evidence. So,
oh my God, Tommy boy, I've seen your shoes, man. Come on. After seeing your shoes, that means that like nothing you ever say again will have any credibility. Not that it ever did. I'm just putting that out there.
Twisting, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, baby.
No, yeah, it's crazy that we have like calling the police and getting them there to have whatever is really immaterial. It's about getting the evidence in the hands of the detectives and getting all of the evidence in the hands of the detectives. That's all that matters.
And why does everybody want to forget about that disgusting shirtless Pred sitting in his urine-soaked chair where the police came and called in a search warrant and took his devices? Why is that gone? Is that one not enough for the whole fucking trip for you people? The whole trip doesn't affect you worth shit anyway. But that guy was talking to all these young girls, and he's a total mental case, and he is going to be busted. The police took his phones because they saw that he had CP on him, like Tommy. So that alone justifies the trip. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. The trip doesn't have to be justified. It's none of your business, really.
Wait a minute. I gotta address something here real quick. Hold on. Something, usually trolls don't bother me, but somebody just really got under my skin. I gotta find it again. Okay, here we go. Look, I wear manly men's boots from LL Bean. Thank you very much. All right, guys, continue.
No. All right, I heard that now. And 3 days from now, I'm going to do a fireside panel because I believe it to be true. And Christy will be with me on that panel.
Okay.
We'll get to the bottom of this. I tell you.
And me as a watcher, the trip I really liked it because Ray came up on different panels, mostly at Nania's, where I was like 2 or 3 times when you guys jumped like for little minutes. And it was very like heartwarming. And then what's the disco, I forgot the name.
Savoy?
What? No, where you went to the memorial.
Oh, the Pulse.
Oh, Pulse, yeah. Like little things that I saw about that trip, and also the catches, of course. But everyone got along, and I thought it was gonna be like like everybody was gonna get.
It was good, and that was probably my job anyway. And I can tell you this, that going to, he pulled off and went to the Pulse, and I'm like, oh my God, here we are. That was the only, and there was only 3 of us there, but that was the only time in the whole trip that we did something non-catching. Other than that, it was like 18 hours a day of catching, and 18 hours.
Tommy, you need to go back to, I think it was here. I showed all the papers. Of course, it's a joke. Like when I started coming on panels months ago, it started as a joke, and now everybody says that I write everything in the notebook.
What are you talking about? I thought you wrote
the pages.
Christy, you are the minutes of record for this entire community. Are you saying
I was gonna sell it? Yeah.
She made me trace my penis. Oh shit! I didn't mean to say that out loud. Sorry.
So like,
So,
okay, hold on. So people can say like, yeah, Christy, go write in your notebook, go write it. And when I joke about it, so now I'm wrong. When I play your joke, when I do it back. No, it's both ways, both ways. You're gonna
hey,
make fun of me in general, people, not a specific person. I'll play with you.
hey, can I bring you all a message from Jen A? And the message is Romans 1:18 through 32 King James Version. Uh, I think that things have come out of my lower regions and I've rubbed them on those pages. Fuck you, Jen A. She's nonstop attacking me with religious bullshit and all that. And it makes me say things further than I'd like to. But fuck her. She's out of her mind. Now,
Uh,
Chris,
I mean, she's like the leader of the. She's a respected member of the opposition, the anti-ed movement, I guess. I mean, she's like one of the board members now.
she hasn't had a hot, warm squawk on her face in 45 years.
I thought you froze.
Well, Tommy boy, I do look forward to your next video. You may have low viewers, but I was one of them. So, and of course,
Tommy boy, don't
I only watched it, Tommy
sorry,
boy,
Sam.
because I was in it. So if you don't have me in it on your next video, I won't watch it.
Tommy boy, I'm not gonna be disrespectful as you are right now to me. I did nothing to you, and please don't write those things. I'm asking you. I don't want problems with you. I'm stop saying get the fuck out of here. Like I do demand respect.
Isn't he one of the
Because you're a
boys?
true
Sam?
person. I've seen you, so it's different. You're not like that.
He's one of the boys. He can't do wrong.
No, but I respect them. I respect them.
Oh, thank you, LB. That was Terrence. Terrence was the Council of Gatekeepers. Thank you for telling me that. Sorry, I didn't.
Terrence said to you, Sam, tonight about your buying frames and seeking attention with money. And Terrence was all over this community like a horrible, like I do got to say that when I had a little breakdown, he got to me on Instagram, and we were always bitter enemies. He got to me on Instagram and said, like, hope things are all right, and things like that. However, he's back, and his past was attention-seeking moron. I mean, he was everywhere. And that's why I popularized the word dullard. It was him. Dullard! and nobody could be more attention seeking than he was and is now trying to be again. He's
well,
not
I
that.
mean, he comes
He's
up
not that
and
smart.
says, right. I mean, well, not only that, but he just, I mean, people can sit and just say, call me this name, call me that name. They were calling me Samantha. He called me a faggot. I mean, that just shows about his character and who he is. And then they constantly, people that don't like me, constantly mention my donations. This entire community is a donations-based community. You give money to people that you like. It just so happened that I gave money in a manner in which people didn't like. But other people give money all the time and no one says anything. And then I'm called smug by Tommy Boy so he can go make his videos, when in fact I'm just here because this is somewhere where I felt like I could, be a part of something that related to something that happened when I was a kid. Something bad turns into something good that you can be a part of this community. And don't get me wrong, despite the arrows that get shot at me on a daily basis, I love this space. And I mean, as like sort of sadomasochistic as that sounds, because obviously people don't love Sam, I do feel a certain connection to this community.
Hey, Cat Eyes, I just saw what you said. It was disgusting what happened with Ryan's Pendleton. nobody's heard from you in the longest time, and I know you're not. You had a period where I heard your voice, as you're not a regular panel going person. But would you possibly come on? It would be fantastic to hear from you at this time. And somebody, Sam, shock, some idiot no namer that nobody ever heard of, who's really like a person that's been here forever and hiding, is accusing you of lying about what Ryan said tonight. And that's the thing. Like, you don't lie. You
I guess
don't
he can
lie.
get a little taste of his own medicine then, because dealing with Ryan,
Ryan lies a lot. I mean, he lies so much that somebody came up with the nickname Lion Ryan, which I really like, so I use it too. But yeah.
But I mean, the point is that I don't think that any of this people have, I didn't realize that people had it out for Edward prior to this becoming knowledge, of the community.
Okay.
The amount of people that just came out of the woodworks and or use this to turn on Edward. I'm not saying that it should be dismissed just because we're friends with Edward. But the facts in the case suggest that there was a raid that produced no criminal charges. So,
hey, the popular will right now is that Sam shuts his rich mouth, and that I don't know what's going on with you, Donovan, and then the troll above. Okay, the question is, will I denounce the marshals? Fuck yeah, that was ridiculous. Unfortunately, I was trying to watch both those chats, and I had a family crisis going on, and still do, and that's why I was in Boulder today. But from what I heard, and then I did later look back and see the big tantrum with the rape thing. And yeah, it was crazy. And, and I've told him so too. However, obviously, and Tommy goes, no, he wasn't drinking. Tommy lied. He had beers all in front of him and he was drinking them. Tommy wants to say he wasn't drinking to bolster the case of how awful it was that the sober man did it. But the drinking is not an excuse. But the point, obviously, what he was trying to say is, yeah, this is bad, back at opening that shit. But he's the one, Tommy puts it out. So the whole story, the whole basis for CPP is that Tommy listened to his sons tell him that he was being raped several times, and that Tommy went like a sucker and took the offer of, like, I will take care of the kids. You and the wife go out on Valentine's Day. And it happened again, and that's when Tommy really found it, because of the feces encrusted Vaseline. Yes, this is terrible to talk about. However, I wouldn't know this if Tommy didn't talk about it. And that's what the Marshallist was trying to do. He did a terrible, horrible, horrible job of it. It was just ridiculous. He made a fool of himself. But we all know that's what he was trying to get to. So that doesn't absolve Tommy from that. I've never worked on that thing about the actual, molestation thing and his lies and weirdness about it. But it doesn't also change the fact that he then steeped the other sons in nonstop pred catching and used them at 12 and 13 to catch preds, be in the house with preds invited in when their brother was molested. And you can say, it's unfair to talk about his son. I'm not going, his son looks gay, his son's retarded. I never did that, never would do that. But peripherally, you have to talk about his sons when you see how he uses them, screams at them to go print dick pics, which he acknowledged twice is what was on the material. Blakey, pick it up, do it. It's not unplugged. Oh, wait a minute, Cooley unplugged it. That's Tommy for you. He did all those things, and that's what the Marshallist meant. And I do denounce what he said, and I would literally like to hit him on the head with a hammer while he was doing it, and I think it would make a giant metal clunk noise, but that's him. He's not a big deal in his community. Tommy is, and he did all these horrible things. He's still doing it. His sons live in a world of pred catching and porn.
Hi, Sabby.
There's your
Hey
answer.
guys,
How are you?
how are you?
I'm good.
I'm good. How are you?
Well, let's see. Tonight I was called a faggot maybe 5 times. I was said probably a dozen times that I've bought my friends. It doesn't feel like I have many friends here, so I guess I didn't get much of monies for my bang for my buck when it comes to friends. Ryan went into a revolving door of cutting me off and not letting me
Okay,
finish.
before you go too far,
Okay,
I'm your friend.
I know you are.
Oh,
How much have you paid me?
I have not given you $1, Savvy,
And I'm your.
and I do consider you a friend. So,
And to be honest,
and
apart from
Christy,
Sabrina
Christy,
and
could I
Sally,
say the same thing about us? Christy, are you my friend?
I was gonna say something about that. Yeah. Apart from Sabrina and Sabby, you are the one that I talk the most to on DMs, and you have given me $0.
Well,
Nothing.
maybe I should send you all $10 just to make it official that the only way I can have real friends is
That's
through
200
DM.
pesos. That's a lot here. Thank you.
Hey, Sam, some real
Buy that
talk.
vibrator, Christy.
Hey,
Some real talk here, Sam. For real. When you said something about giving me some money, what did I say to you?
Was it for your little fucker cat?
No, it was after that. We really hadn't even started talking that much when you gave to little fucker. I mean, after that,
I don't
you
recall.
said something about giving money. I told you I don't want your fucking money, and then you turned around and paid me $1,000 a week to keep my channel open anyway.
I know.
Donovan's
I didn't
a
even
hater.
know. Where did you? I want to know where you cashed those checks at made out to pulling the strings. Where did you cash that check at?
What I have to do, I don't want to say where I catch it at, because they charge me 30% to do it. But what I had to do was show them a driver's license and a naked picture of you, and then show them the Pulling the Strings YouTube channel, and then they believed me and they let me cash it.
Okay.
Oh, so you went to Walmart?
No, I'm not allowed to Walmart. I've been permanently banned from everything from all Walmarts.
You know, I just think this I'm proud that I was able to do, and anyone that's able to contribute to people that are important to them in this community. The idea that sending money or donating is somehow an attention seeking. Maybe I would have been no one in this community, which I was for a long time, and I was happy to be so. I was a troll, and I didn't troll very much, but I was a troll, and I thought something was important to me. I heard someone make false statements about their record in this community, and so I put together a challenge to prove them wrong or have them prove it right. And I'm sorry that money was attached to that, but money would only motivate someone such as the people we talk about to produce the evidence that I had asked for. So, but I do, Sabby, I say that I do have very few people that I consider friends in the community, and that's sad, but it's true. And maybe I'm just it's my smug personality that turns a lot of people off. But thank you for being my friend for no pay, both of you, Christy and Savvy. And JT. They were saying the Carrabba's I bought you, that Carrabba's that I bought you was buying friends.
Oh yeah, and you canceled my margarita, you motherfucker, when I went out for a cigarette. Oh, you okay? Now the dirt's starting to come out.
It was for your own good, JT.
I was furious
because you were a
when it came
danger
down
to yourself and others.
Real quick,
Sam, cancel his margarita.
Yes,
I canceled
he
it
did,
because
motherfucker.
He already had one, and he ordered a second
We are
one.
no longer friends.
No, don't do that
Cancel
again.
margarita.
Sam is a terrible person because of this alone.
Cancel Sam.
Just to go back to
I'm gonna write it down.
I
wait,
respect.
So
I
this is
respect.
Bill's-
Write it down. Write it down, Christy. I'm going to buy that notebook. I'm going to bid off that notebook auction that you're going to have and
So this
burn
is
all the records you have.
This is Bill's panel. So let me act like it's an old Ed panel and be like Caps. Get him out of here. I don't like him. Get him out of here. That's what he used to do. Remember?
That's
so
what
Bill,
he used to do to
Bill,
Ryan.
Yeah, he did.
Bill Sam did not. He cock fucked me with the waitress and cut off. I'm like, where's that margarita? Because I'm like, we're trying to get ready to go, and she's like, she was all being all blurry because that motherfucking Sam canceled it. So Bill, get him off of here.
He's paying me, JT.
I know.
I can't fire him. He owns me.
I know, but like, you got your Caps, you got your Reddit, you got people going, get him off of here on Ed's panel, and be it's so comfy on there, day after day, week after week, for a year, and then now kick while down, and by the way, I don't like these things about me, Sam, or others. Christy too, where it's like keep on defending Ed and all that. I'm not sure that anything I'm saying about all of this phenomenon is actually a defense of Ed. It's more like I'm just waiting, and I'll hate it if it comes out that
Hey,
way.
Nick.
And I acknowledge the possibilities that it could. It's possible. It's there, and it is suspicious. Yes, indeed. But it doesn't mean I'm going to stomp on him to get another 100-something subscribers. God damn you all!
I'm
Two-faced
sorry.
sons of
Honestly,
bitches.
I would lose all respect for Ed if he spoke on a legal case.
Well,
If you're in the middle of a legal case, you don't discuss it.
I wanted to say something to LB before she left, but if she's good, I respect LB enough to respond to her. The idea that I somehow knew prior to no one sent me any information about this current issue that came up about Edward until he was already boarded the flight and on his way. And I had asked several people for further information and no one provided it. So all I got to see was a edited video of, again, I showed the other day, of cherry-picked documents. What happened is that there are and will be other documents that were given in this public information request. And the PCD proved me correct in very quickly showing that additional document that had some interesting information into it about why the criminal case against Edward's brother was still open. And that document showed that the open case referred to in the OAG's document was referring to Edward's brother and his interactions with an officer from the OAG's office. So it was a cherry-picked document. But in any event, if LB has already left the building, I don't like talking to the
Sam,
wind.
let's put it this way. After what I just said is that those of us that aren't attacking it are not necessarily supporting it. And Sam, are you prepared for the rough question that they're trying to do, but they're mangling it with their partisanship? Are you prepared for the idea that one day it comes out that Ed did it, and Ed had billions and billions of CP images?
I am prepared, and that would change the entire, the entire situation for sure.
Exactly.
And so I'm not defending Edward if he has any of what's being alleged in this community, or the idea that CP is not harmful. It's devastating to victims, and it's continually circulated. It has devastating effects. And that's what's so crazy about this is that the idea that we're waiting to see if the facts in this case support what's been alleged, which is there's an open criminal investigation into Edward regarding CP, which I submit is an untruthful statement, and I intend to demonstrate that. But if in fact Edward is charged with possessing harmful and material and illegal content and CP, that would change the entire dynamic. And I think everybody who likes, respects, and is a friend of Edward, I think agrees with the statement I just gave. So,
yeah, that's some good meat right there. These last couple of segments here, as in, we just don't know, and we could immediately turn. Well, see, the thing is, if you actually could go down all the alleys of what's going on right now, you got the Ed CP suspecthood problem. That's a problem. That's indeed a problem. However, even though it's the catalyst for it, you've got partisan people. The whole community's freaking out, and you got people going, digging up like, yeah, they took my ranch 6 months ago, and shit like that, and everyone's trying to get in their shit because, like Ed did, millions of panels that were 7 hours long, and therefore somebody got butthurt in every one of them, and they're bringing it up, all this, they're just waiting, and they acted like they were. Here's the part: they acted like they were Ed's friend all the way up until it, and then they now got this suspicion, which is reasonable, totally reasonable, but they just start kicking like he's a near corpse in the ditch.
well, I just don't know, like Dan Islander, the Dan Islander. I mean, he's saying that we need an explanation from Edward, and I just don't know how one proves their innocence in a case like this. I mean, he has already stated that his devices were seized, as everyone's in the house devices were seized. He has stated that he has not been charged and his brother has not been charged. So I don't know how does one prove one's innocence? I guess. How do you prove that you're innocent of a crime?
Does anyone on panel agree with Sam about how there was already a movement against Ed and they just jumped on his CP? Yes. Drone
Yes.
Racer, maybe you haven't been paying attention, but anybody that speaks out on Tommy has people come at them. And
Yeah.
Ed has the biggest anti-Tommy channel. So if that's a legitimate question, you just haven't been paying attention.
Caps would have eaten out of Ed's dog bowl behind his house a month ago. There wouldn't be a Caps if there wasn't Ed. And he just immediately turns because he's trying to gain. And he can't sustain a panel hood. He's not entertaining. He can't. But that's what he's trying to do. And everyone wants to have their black friend is what most of I would say. Oh yeah, there's the bad thing. I'm saying it's not racist though. It's it's the white people I'm talking about. They want to go. Oh, I have a black friend. I love Caps, and all that. He's my friend. And he's like, yeah, you'll turn on him too. He's aside from the color and anything, he's just an awful weasel eel, and he's getting this bump. He's working on it, getting this bump, and he ain't gonna sustain it. He can't. He's not intelligent, and he's not humorous.
I agree.
Well, I just don't think that even if so two things that have been said, that even if this case is closed with no charges, I just don't see how we satisfy many in this community that Edward is innocent. And so Ryan has stated that the case could be reopened in perpetuity indefinitely. That's not how criminal cases work. They would have to have new evidence presented. All the evidence considered if they close a case has been considered whether they would reopen a case or not. So that would indicate, if they close this case, that there was no evidence or insufficient evidence to prosecute a crime. And the other thing is that LB has said is that she damn wants to know what generated the initial NCMEC complaint. And I think that's a more reasonable. I think that is something the community might deserve to know. What generated the NCMEC complaint? Was it a individual making a complaint? Was it a hit on a? They said it was a cloud storage device, but what and why did they believe that there was CP in the home that Edward was either staying temporarily or permanently? But ultimately, if he's not charged and they close the case, I think that should be mostly satisfactory for everybody.
No, it will never be.
They never will be, correct, because they're out for blood. So
I was going to say, did you see that panel before you got up there?
Which before I got no, I did no.
They were literally up there, basically saying "nana and boo boo," acting like children.
Are you talking
They
about
always act like children.
Are you talking about NVCAP's panel tonight?
Yeah.
Oh.
Make yourself clear. What do you mean?
Yeah, I didn't see that.
What do you mean?
They were on the panel, literally acting like children.
Well, yeah. They're
Lark
retarded.
Busters and Ryan.
Ryan is a complete idiot. He's a complete idiot, and he's demonstrated it so many times. And he wants to come on with the, pipe and wingback chair. And from this is what I've found. But he's also proven that he'll go off of, well, I heard this. And that's what he's confronted about. Well, I heard that. It was a downgrade. It's like, no, you presented it as fact, and you didn't know. He is scum. He is scum. Jesus told me he is scum.
If they are mentally that immature, it will take them years to catch up. And nothing will ever satisfy them.
Just real quick to drone wasters, I have asked Predcatcher Drama to release on her channel or his channel or their channel all of the documents they received from their anonymous source. I think that's reasonable.
You would think if they actually had jack shit, they would have put it out there already.
Why hasn't PCD put out every document they did on their channel's community page so that we can download it and see it? Why is it done in a edited, cutted clip that's hard to read and at times illegible and quickly done? Why can't they put it all out?
Why doesn't PCD change her name to Emily? Why? Oh, it's just shit in the hallway.
Lurking sea monkey, what is my big secret you're gonna expose there? Just go ahead and say it.
Who's doing what now? Why doesn't Christy
evidently Lurking sea monkey's gonna expose me.
Why doesn't Christy ever get a chance to say anything? And why isn't she up cooking something right now? Oh, I'm hungry.
I made it yesterday. Oh, I'm going to show you. I made it yesterday in shredded beef, and we ate tacos. And then I have it like in a little cute Mexican thing.
I think I've lost
Telly, I have, and we shall see. I have made a FOIA request, and I will see what and present what I find.
So you get corn tortillas and cilantro, lemon salsa, and
you bitch!
I am a bitch.
God, that looks so good. That looks so good. I would kill Sam for that.
Well, for the next trip, Sam, I can be your cook.
Hey, there's an idea.
Well, Dan, I do think that it's reasonable to question why he is, for sure. whether there can be a answer given as to why he is, I would ask. I would want to know why he is a suspect, and then I would also want to know why the government hasn't charged him with a crime.
And here's what's important right now is that why is everybody that's associated with somebody else blamed for everything? Like me about the Martianist, me because I was in a house with Ed the first time I ever met him, all of that. You can't keep hounding everybody that ever. And the thing is, the same people doing that are people that were sucking Ed's dick for a year, getting on panels and ordering it, get him off the panel, doing their gatekeeping that way. And so you just turn like that for gain. And it's like, why is it my fault that the marshals went nutty, trying to explain a horrible thing about Tommy in a terrible way, unbelievable way.
Yeah, drone racer. Yet again, the document stated that Edward was a suspect on January 22nd, 2019. I acknowledge that the document indicated that he was a suspect on January 22nd, 2019. Whether on January 25th, 2019, that CP investigation was closed for lack of evidence from the search warrant, I don't have anything to say about that. So drone racer, I'm not going to claim that Edward is, as of today, a suspect in a CP investigation. I don't have any evidence to suggest that he's currently a suspect. I do know that he was a suspect in January 2019. I don't know that he is one now.
Sam, if you interrupt one of my good and salient points, better than yours, one more time, I quit.
Well, I was accused of rage quitting earlier. I don't think I rage quit.
I'm taking all your office supplies and the air conditioner out of the window, and I quit. You were the worst.
Take his one-piece footed red zippered pajamas too, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, but seriously, it's a bubbling wart for 10, 12 days now. And the thing is, aside from Ed and his guilt or non-guilt, you have to look at every individual for what they're doing. And when they're slandering and all that, you've got to see them doing that. You've got to see them and judge them for doing that and lying. You know what I mean? And you can't even say, you can't really take anything I've ever said, I don't think, during this period and go, aha, nonstop support about it. You could call it fence sitting if you want, because I don't know. And I'm focusing more on watching the eels and the barracudas, and they are revealing themselves quite deeply. Now, Sam, bring up another subject and make sure Christy doesn't say anything.
Shut up. I was talking to my son. That's why I muted.
I didn't know you were muted. I just that when I make my genius points as I control the community, Sam just keeps going off the script. God damn you! Is he dead? Is he?
No, I was responding to the trolls in chat. Drone Racer #1.
I know you constantly do. I must have blocked him. Yeah, he was a hideous, hideous person. I think I blocked him because I'm telling you, blocking is the way to go. It's not cowardly. Blocking is good and right and healthy for the community. When you're gonna nonstop argue with somebody for a year, come on, it's time to cut it and don't have that annoyance in your life.
Trolls are just trying to get a rise out of you, and if you let them have it, then they win. If you completely ignore them, they lose.
Yeah.
Sam needs to block many people. It is not cowardly, and it's not wrong. There's a reason that button is there. It's to stop endless corruption of forums like this. And it's like, if somebody's just going to pick at you, get rid of them and still be here without having that annoyance. Like, I'm about ready to block Christy because she keeps showing that food, and I'm starving. Oh, she's gone. What? She's back. Anyway. Fuck Jenny.
Are you rambling?
Oh, did you?
Who?
Who do you think, Bill?
Nobody on here would ever ramble.
I quit. You and your lousy $8,000 a month salary. I quit.
It's only $4,000 a month. Get it right, man.
No, that's what Ed got paid.
Plus bonuses and overtime.
Because Ed was suspicious. I've been getting 8, but I ain't taking this no more.
No, yeah, I think it's reasonable to question why he was a suspect if I can find evidence that the case is closed. So I cannot say positively that the case is closed. I can't say positively that the case is open. I'm saying that if the case is closed, people have a right to know why he was a suspect. I think we also have a reason to understand why the government didn't charge him with a crime. But I'm fatigued from arguing with Ryan, Sabby, Christy, and fatigued from listening to JT ramble. I had to listen to it for 4 days, and I'm still exhausted from it. So
you wait until you get the charge for that corpse they find under my bed when it starts rotting. It's going to cost thousands, and I did it just to spite you. I just went next door and grabbed somebody and put him under there.
All right. JT, good night. Bill, thank you for letting me up. Sabby, Christy,
Good night.
always great to see you. Thank you.
No
My
problem,
friend.
Sam.
Thank
You
you.
can.
Stop
My
arguing.
friends without cost. My friends without cost.
Stop arguing with idiots, Sam. And I know I don't even take my own advice necessarily, but I've gotten way better than I used to be. And stop arguing with them, and stop doing 30-minute dissertations to satisfy some troll that just came here with a different name. Stop it! God damn it!
All right, JT, you just rambled for 10 minutes telling me to not ramble for
a couple of minutes. Dan Islander is the one I meant. Why would you bother with that?
Well, he seems like he was on panel earlier. He seemed like a reasonable person that would listen.
No, he's not.
He didn't.
He's an endless attacker.
He didn't cut me off like
and a Tommy partisan.
All right.
People act like Ed hasn't been live addressing this, but like he has.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's another great big one. As in, where's Ed? And where's he hiding? It's amazing how many people have said that right from the beginning. Like when everybody returned from Florida, they were always saying that. When Ed addressed it in Florida to some degree, right behind me in the car, and I think on other things, and he certainly went on several panels after, and then made some videos. It's not where you can't if you type in where's Ed and all that, like he's hiding. If you type it in with that inference, you are a liar. You know what I mean? He's been there. So you could say you don't like what he said. You could say he's lying and all that. But when you apply, when you yourself, whoever you are, you trolls, when you go, where's Ed? Where's Ed hiding? When you type that in and imply to other people that Ed is hiding, you are a liar. A useless liar. Worse than Christy.
Oh, hang on.
I was waiting for her neck.
Victoria was the best comment.
I was waiting for your neck to go up, but instead you were like.
I can't find it.
I'm
Which one?
I'm on this freaking keto diet. The 4 days or whatever it was in Florida, the heat, the moving. We were moving like 18 hours a day. It was unbelievable, and we never did one thing but that Pulse nightclub, walking around it. That was, that had nothing to do with catching. That's the one thing we did. Other than that, it was all about catching. I was even literally going like, "Please, not another one." At the end of that night, I was like, "No, I can't. I've got to get some sleep." But
Yeah, and it was the last night, so you were done with the catches.
yeah. So so JT saying Ed is high. That could be now. Okay, you're joking there, but the point is, you've also been a piece of scum. As in, no, really, it's dead. It's ironclad thing that doesn't need to be argued about. If you are really watching this community these last 2 weeks, and you imply that Ed is hiding, you are a liar. That's an ironclad fact. And anyone that punches in a thing that infers that is a liar. And so this one you might be making yourself as a joke, Telly, but it's an ironclad fact that when they see, that's the thing. Notice the trend. There's many other ones threading throughout. But when you just like harp in on a party line like that, you are a liar. You're a piece of shit, yeah, and all that. Ed's been around.
Piece of shit, yeah.
No, anyway.
I cannot find. Somebody said Tori had a really good comment, but it must be way the hell up there. But I want to find it.
Yeah.
I was going to say, the artist Warbot. I was going to say, you're a liar for saying Ryan is a 10% sociopath, but then he corrected it. Now it's 100%, and that is true. That is true. I'll call Sam in the morning and have your check sent overnight.
You do that because it's due. No, it's due today. This is Friday, so yeah. If I don't get that check today, Sam, you're gonna be in some trouble here.
No, not yours. Bill, I've been talking to Sam behind your back, and
of course,
we have decided that we don't need you anymore.
We're gonna let
the check I was referring to would go into Warbot, but
you never did need me. That's the beauty of it. I had you all fooled this whole time and still got paid.
Well, then we're going to fix up some documents, and you're going to federal prison because this is a community of brinksmanship. And guess what? No one knows brinkmanship like me. I fucking started a famous murder house on fire in order to do my time in the jail I chose. Brinkmanship! Yeah.
You and Sam are like my dad and dad. I figured you just have me committed to get me out of the way.
But I am serious about that. I mean, you could hear some anger there. I am serious. I know brinkmanship. I've demonstrated it. The world has seen it. And, keep on pushing, lying.
I bet maybe 8 people in this entire chat knows what brinkmanship means, and I'm not one of them.
That's sad.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Thanks, Bill, for having me up.
Hi, FCC.
Well,
hey, Christy, JT Colfax.
So what can we do you for?
Just hanging out, wanted to come up and chat with my people amongst all the madness, just trying to find a place that is not so crazy.
And you came here?
Yeah, no. This is it.
Yeah.
Oh man, we are fucked.
You totally are, man. Yeah.
Yeah, because this was a crazy channel, so now it's like the normal one.
This is the safe place now at Bill's. So put that in your pipe and smoke it, everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
It's all an act. It's all an act. As soon as I get what I want, you're all fucked.
Exactly. Yeah.
You think
Savvy, how you
Ryan's
doing?
and Caps is bad? You wait till you see what I got coming.
I'm good, FCC. How are you?
right,
Ryan
doing good.
fucks corpses.
Doing good.
Ryan fucks corpses. Ryan fucks corpses. I am obviously completely right in saying so because I heard it. Because I just heard myself say it a second ago. Ryan fucks corpses. Ryan fucks corpses. Ryan fucks corpses.
I've heard that. I've heard that somewhere.
Yeah. Did you, Christy? Did you hear that? Did Ryan? Oh my God! Ryan fucks corpses. Ryan fucks corpses. You bastards! You cheap. I can understand like two sides of the aisle on different things or something, but just to use everything and lie, I don't get that game on the internet. I don't get it. It's why is that fun? Why is it also good to switch to all your alt accounts like Reddit and you can brag like, and then they brag, then they block my alt account. And it's like even saying you have an alt account makes you guilty of being, it lessens you terribly. It's like so you blur.
You're right. You're right. You're right. I have 0 alt accounts. It's just me.
Yeah,
Me and only me. So
when you say that you have alt accounts, you are saying that you blurry and muddle the whole community. You are harming.
yeah. I have 0 alt accounts.
I believe you.
Yeah. But I think let this be a lesson to everybody out there that Bill Powell had me blocked for a long time, and rightfully so. And he unblocked me, and here we are having an adult conversation. So bygones can become bygones,
Oh,
Right.
I'm just getting warmed up. To be honest, I wasn't the one that blocked you. I don't know who did. But I did take my time about unblocking you.
I'm sure you
But
did,
here we
yeah.
are.
Is that Ed or the freak? No, that's
No,
Ed.
We're about
me.
to find out.
Hello?
What's up?
Hey, Ed.
Oh, it's
Hey.
Ed. Hi, Ed. I was getting
What's going
ready.
on, Ed?
This
Not
requires
much.
a peek.
What's up, FCC? I
What's
heard
going on,
JT
man?
Colfax fucks corpses. Is that true?
Yeah.
That's what I heard. And I had all those chances, and I never fucking thought to do
Oh,
it.
damn. Well, shit. Missed opportunities, huh?
Oh, cursed missed opportunity.
Yeah, that's all right. You can sue him for defamation right along with me.
Yeah, now, so I just stand around fingering myself through my pockets and looking at Christy. God damn you. Don't you look at me like that, Christy. You're making me shrink.
You cannot shrink. It's impossible. My God.
Well, it depends on how tight a hole he's trying to stuff his say. Never mind. Forget it. Shut up, Bill.
I'm going to make a Colfax straight.
If that was a weight comment, I'll tell you what, he's not as heavy as he looks on screen right there.
Oh, yeah, you said that. That's true.
I don't know who the Dan Islander is, but whoever they are, they're putting in a lot of work, and it's got to be pretty exhausting. So it's making me tired. So it might be time to put the computer down and just shut it down and call it a night. I don't know.
And that's coming from a constantly professional troll. One of the most professional trolls I've ever worked with.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Bill. Yeah, I'm just trying to pass down what I've learned through. Wow.
So what's going on, Edward? It don't look like you're hiding.
No, nothing much. Oh yeah. I'm so hiding. Yeah, that's what I do, right? I just hide. Did FCC just really say that? Yeah, I think so.
What did I say? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I said it. Dominique.
Christy, here's your email.
What? What did you say, Savvy?
Yeah, drone racer Lion Ryan has lied about me about many things. So don't even try to tell me that he doesn't lie because he does.
So I'm going to ask a very unrelated question that has nothing to do with any of this, but since Christy's here, so Christy, we talked about it vaguely, but like, did you see the
Look at that
dragon
savage.
burn at Disneyland?
No, I
No, were
didn't.
you there? Were you there when it happened?
Yeah, I was there, but I found out from the news.
Yeah, it looked kind of crazy
I
though.
was at California Adventures. We were watching the fireworks over there, and when we moved back, because Disney closed at midnight and California at 10. So
Yep,
when that happened, I was at California Adventures.
got it. Yeah, so for people that don't know, there's a big parade that happens at Disneyland. They have several, but like at night they have one, and there's a big dragon, and the dragon caught fire, and it was like a big spectacle.
Yeah,
And I was thinking of Christy because I know she was there at the time.
I
Nobody got
haven't been
hurt, but it
there.
was kind of
It
a.
was packed. You couldn't even walk.
I'm sure. Yeah, it's insane. People.
I assume Christy started the fire.
No,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I was mad because you can't smoke anymore there. So yeah, I did it.
Yeah, and it's. I mean, it's hard to get. You can get alcohol like at California
Um,
Adventure, but at Disneyland,
Just
it's hard to get
California.
alcohol.
No, you
be
can get
kind.
it.
You
said
are not
Star.
blocked. Be kind. And no, I did not block you.
Luckily,
then
nobody got injured, right? FCC.
no.
Nah, it was more of a spectacle. They put it out, but it looked kind of crazy. It's a big, huge, like animated, like mechanical dragon, and the head was like on fire. People probably for a second thought it was part of the show, but then they realized it wasn't.
Hey Ed,
Yeah.
did you hear like a minute ago, about like 1 minute ago, that Christy started a dragon on fire in Disneyland?
That's what I heard. She
Yeah,
must have
it's
done it.
absolutely true, and I want to do a fireside panel about it.
That's
Yeah,
why
it's on.
I'm in Mexico because people are looking for me. Yeah.
We're gonna accuse her in the court of law.
Yeah.
It's I already put it out on my IG, and we're gonna do a full panel tomorrow about it.
She's guilty. She's guilty as fuck, and I always hated her.
And we're not going to invite her. We're just going to like make all kinds of assumptions and just
Can I
for like
get
a full week.
I know. Yeah, it's gonna be 24/7 panels.
Can I get 5 clouds? Can I get 5 clouds for exposing her? The dragon burning bitch.
You can get all the clouts that Envy Cap and Cap have been milking off of this, JT.
Milking.
Yeah. Yesterday I had fun. Like I'm in a bitch mood, and like I don't give a fuck. Really, I don't give a fuck. Yesterday, I went on a chat war at a panel that. Well, I didn't go up on panel, but I stayed in chat. And I accomplished my mission that everybody started attacking me and stopped talking about what they were talking about. And before I left, I said, mission accomplished. Bye-bye. So, yeah.
Oh God.
This is just to me.
I'm becoming a troll.
This is just terrible. It's getting towards 1 o'clock in the morning, and we're rehashing all this again. I don't like, there's a whole crowd that does. They need it, or it's good for them to be up all night doing it. Like they're night people or afraid to sleep. I don't know. But to me, this is awful when I do this. But here I am again.
Well, we're not talking about it though. We're talking about like fires that Christy is setting at Disneyland.
So we can talk about your penis.
That I go on this that I get a week at California Adventure that's dedicated to food and wine. So they had like a lot of stands with appetizers and fancy beer, and I just wanted a fucking ultra. And like, do you want mango, whatever draft? No, I just want a normal beer. But yeah.
Estampillas?
Yeah, estampillas.
And they were trying to serve you all the California like flowery beers that Cap drinks. This one has like rose
Caps.
petals in it. This one
Yeah,
has like
mint.
daisies in it. This one smells like succulents. Like, no, just give me a fucking beer, right?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know all about you, but the fact that you could even know the word succulent without being like Beavis and Butthead, oh, yeah, succulent. The fact that you can even say that shows something in your favor. Because
I'm a
Oh,
sucker for succulents. Come on.
we live in an exceptionally retarded community. I don't even care about using that word anymore because all around is late retardation.
Well, you shouldn't say retarded. You should say rethoughted. Like thaw. You put the thaw in the middle. Say rethoughted, and then it's okay.
Yes, Tori, it is an actual cold. I have not had any cocaine in quite a while, so it is an actual cold. Yeah.
so there's a huge holiday weekend here. Huge because there's no classes tomorrow and there's no classes on Monday. So weekend started today. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with my daughter here for 4 days.
And what is it called?
Um, Tomorrow it's actually like every 2 months we have like in schools here, teacher reunions and kids don't go to school. And it's
Okay.
twice a month and on a Friday. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. I have to go to my school, but with no kids.
Yep.
Uh, and then on Monday, it's Labor Day.
Got it.
Well, it's on Sunday. The day it's May 1st, but they took Monday and there's no classes.
So you mentioned this a while ago, maybe even just like last week, about this holiday they have in Mexico, which they kind of have it in other places, but I've been in Mexico for this holiday, el Día del Niño, right? The
Oh, yeah.
day, the day.
It's
So in Mexico, they have like a specific day
Warbucks.
where it's all about children, and they have
Yeah, it's
parades and
Saturday.
like all kinds of
April
stuff. It's all about celebrating children.
Does
And we
Ed
did
go? Does Ed go there every year?
no,
I
it's
mean, like, what I
Oh,
mean, it's such a
okay.
cool thing, and I've actually when I was there for it, Christy, I was in Mexico City and we didn't even know about it. We're like, what's going on? They're like, we're celebrating the children, and I'm like, what a fucking novel idea, right?
Yep, it's
Uh,
always April 30th,
yep,
and today this year it's gonna be on a Saturday. So we at schools we celebrate. We did that today. We didn't have classes. We had like since 8 till 1. It was a party. Like we had hot dogs and cake and
yeah,
piñatas, candy, music all over, and that's what all schools do here. And
yep.
then on the day that's gonna be Saturday, uh, it's like quality time thing. Like there's parades, picnics at parks, like a lot of events that you can go to
It's
celebrate.
such a cool thing, and like we should do that here in this country, but we don't.
Yeah,
But we should. It's like a day to just like recognize the greatness in children, right?
yeah.
I,
Um,
I just
yeah,
thought of.
isn't
I
that
thought of.
isn't
I thought
that
of
kind
a.
of like what Christmas morning's for?
I thought of a great question. I thought of a
yeah, but
great.
you can do more.
I thought of a great question for Christy. Um, when one goes to Mexico and they're dying of thirst because of the heat and all that, if you buy, it used to be like 25 cents or so. If you buy, the guy up with the cart with the big jugs of like watermelon water and pineapple water and shit like that. I used to buy it many times, but I would get the diarrhea. Now, am I correct in blaming that, or could it be something else I ate?
You did the tourist thing. Don't do it again. You need to ask a local where to do that because I do not buy um, those kinds of things like in a rare random place. like because they use tap water, and here tap water is horrible. So that's why you got diarrhea.
That's
And
what
also
I thought.
very
That's what I
hot.
thought. But they
So
take advantage of, like they are always at the end of like places where the tourists walk, and it's 102 degrees, and it's like, oh god, some watermelon water, sounds, means you're just craving anything, including
Mhm.
Yeah.
regular water, but they don't sell that. But that
You
would be
need
just.
you need to have your gut checked, JT. You might have a bad gut. You got to check your gut.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
No,
Lurking sea monkey, how do you know what I look like? Literally all you've seen is my dick pics.
again,
Another one.
another one.
But
Oh,
you can
dear
get sick
God.
you can get sick in, like, if you go to
No,
Europe and drink tap water. It's not about like bad versus good, but just different things in the water that your system is not used to, right?
I was going to
I've
say
got
that.
Christy was
I've
about to
gotten sick
sing the
going to like
CPP theme
France, you
song.
know.
Anyway, let David ask what's going on for a while.
Hi, David.
Hello.
David Cox.
No, speaking of
Hello.
Europe, shit, here we go.
Who's
Yeah.
Ed?
Hello.
Blah blah blah.
I didn't even see him.
More
Who's drunker,
more
David or
Euro
Colfax?
trash.
Who's
Euro
who?
trash. That was good. I remember Euro trash. It was a
I'm white
program.
trash, so it's okay.
Like
I'm white trash, so I can call you Euro trash.
Here's the good question, David. Like, where did you come from? Like out of the blue the last couple of weeks, and
I
and
just
you're
came
like,
from.
you're right in the
I've been in the
the
community.
biggest meltdown of this community, and you're like, oh yeah.
I've been around a while. I've been around years. I just came across this channel.
But you're
Bill, you know Bill?
But you're asking people like,
Pitbull
who's
Bill.
Ed in the middle of the controversy. You're going like, who's Ed? So that doesn't demonstrate a lot of knowledge. You're like Ryan.
He's a mole. He's a mole.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mall of King Tyre.
I'm here because of
Moly,
Christy. I just
moly,
want to say
moly.
hello to the Christy.
Hi.
That's all.
What's up?
What's up?
Oh, call me
I know.
back when summer turns to winter. Oh, daddy boy, I love you so. Oh, you are? No, David, not Danny.
It's funny. I'm looking at the chat now, and if it's like late, or if it's not Ryan or Cap's channel, like the trolls are just non-existent. They're just gone. It's like raid.
What are
They
you
just go
talking about?
away.
I haven't looked
Yeah.
It's
lately. I haven't looked
Pacon's
lately.
there,
But
but
the trolls,
Pacon's like HIV, just like never goes away. It flares
Oh,
up and it kind of comes
I
back and
blocked
forth.
Patcon when it was FBI statistics.
HIV.
That was my first block and a good one. But the trolls are still here, like that Dan Three Islander or whatever. What are you talking about? Is your mind muddled? Is it because all your brains go to your
No, I just don't. I don't see all the regular trolls. I just see like a couple of them. That's all.
Oh, it's way past their bedtime. Their
Exactly.
mommy or daddy caught them hiding under the covers with a laptop and made them go to bed.
Right.
That's what it is.
They had a warm glass of milk and they're in their tidy whities and they're going to bed.
Where are they? Where? And by the way, there's Dominique in here, and she is a troll extraordinaire.
Rod Plum, the word would be dug. Dug his own grave, you illiterate fuck. Dug.
What is Pat Con acting up again with the mental illness?
Dig.
No, that was
Oh,
Rod
and
Plum.
I'm the Mexican one. Rod? Come on. I like Rod, by the way.
I did too. Rod's good people. He's a California guy. I don't know what's going on. Anyways,
Well, then you should
people
know the difference between digged and dug, right?
people are
Dug,
just
digged is
freaking out.
literal.
I don't know. He probably went to public school. I don't know.
Why should we listen to Christy? She started a dragon on fire, and that was well established 8 minutes ago.
Oh my God, are you taking notes also?
I've got it all.
He's got several notebooks. Yeah.
He has
You
a
know,
notebook for
I will tell you, at one time in the cuter period of the war, good while back, I did try, but my life got interrupted with a move and all. I did start thinking like, what a good idea would be is to, when you watch Tommy. When I used to, I don't really watch nonstop Tommy anymore. I can't make my way through one thing. But the point is, I started writing down the most asinine things of his supporters. I wanted to make a video of like, and then Googly Doo said diddly dim, but I lost it, and I did never really make a good list of it. But that should be done by you trolls that love to capture screenshots and all that. I mean, like, I love you, Tommy. I'd do anything for you, Tommy. I mean, those are the people nobody ever talks about, as in nobody knows who that is, who they are, but they're meaning that like they're on their knees praising him, and that kind of thing should be captured. And now it's somebody else's turn to talk.
Man, I just saw Tori and Dominique next to each other in a chat, and that got my mind going to a very squirrely place. I'm just saying.
Hey, FCC, would you mind if we went to like a dance floor and we had like a pair of pants big enough for both of us to get in, and like they have to crane me into it, but would you mind dancing around? Oh, I don't know, like the Bee Gees music or something.
I don't.
Dancing.
I don't like the Bee Gees. I love disco, but not the Bee Gees. That's too commercial for me. And
I can
I
see.
barely.
Oh,
I don't like wearing pants. I'm more like a shorts guy, sweats guy, or like I just like walk around
Oh
in my
well, we could
underwear.
do like cut
You
off
know.
blue jean fag thing.
Yeah, there was. I did it. There was like a phase of my life where I was doing jorts, but that didn't work out so well. So I'm like down in Southern California, and it's warm down here. So I'm mainly either like in my underwear or in like shorts. That's it, pretty much.
Why are you torturing me?
someone's got a reach around coming.
And and basically, I was also just rejected flat out. Like, the pants to the shorts. Well, like always an excuse. Like, can I see you next Tuesday?
Oh shit!
All right, I want to address this idiot's comment real quick.
Which
Creepy Bill comment. Yeah, I happen to like women, and I happen to be pretty well acquainted with both of the women that I just spoke about. So how is that creepy, you little incel? I'll wait for your comment. I'll wait for your response. All right, fellow gentlemen, go ahead and keep talking about that reach around.
Is that account? So let me see if I get this right. Is the Lord's whatever Royal Guard, is that Steve and as in the bad guy? Like
I don't
Lord
know.
Bad Guys Royal Guard? I think that's what it is, right?
Lord Steve's Royal Guard or something like that. Yeah.
So I think like the bad guy's name is Steve, right? So I think it's like
Yeah.
I think that's a bad guy troll account. Okay.
It could be.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to hear something funny from back, like with my something's going on in chat. Like Frogger is arguing with somebody, and I can't remember who that is.
Frogger.
And I didn't see it all. But just to make quick of that, this is what makes me say this, is that Frogger is saying, like, I've been around here under Frogger all this time, and that's true. I don't know what else the problem is. But when you pick a name like 123, it's fine if you're 123 all the time. But when you switch to other things, and I'm not talking about Frogger anymore. How about when my exposure happened and I was exposed as not being, my name was not Shane McFellows. I had a guy named Young Dorito going, "You used a false name. You used a false," and I'm like, "Well, why don't you discuss
Young
that with
Dorito?
Mr. Why don't you discuss that with Mr. and Mrs. Dorito, your parents?" It's like, oh, come on. That's how fake this community is. I mean, like that, right in a nutshell. That's like, you used a false name.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, you're right. I'm gonna admit to having on this stream to having run perhaps one or more troll accounts, right? And like in the midst of drama, like you can drop one little speckle of a lie, right? And then you can watch people grab onto that, be like, yeah, I heard that whatever it is, Christie started the fire at Disneyland. Yeah, I saw it somewhere. I don't know where I saw it, but I saw it. And then like people start talking about it, and they start talking about it. And you can actually sit back from the sidelines and watch people
I know that.
continue
Add bits
to
onto it. Yeah,
grow this like lie. And I'm
grow.
just
Yeah,
like, are these people that fucking stupid? And
I've
they
got,
are,
right.
they
I've got
are. They're
the
fucking
evidence.
stupid,
I've got
you
the
know?
evidence
Oh
about
yeah.
Christie right here.
It's
But
fucking hilarious. And I kind of sit back and you like, it's never anything super egregious, but it's always something that's like, okay, they're going to go for this.
I've
And
got
then
Christie.
even people like Cap or Ryan or, fucking, I mean, I won't even say Southwest Jeff because he's fucking stupid as fuck. He'll fucking go for anything. But these
I've
people
got
be like, yeah,
Christie.
I saw this thing. And it's like somebody, I don't know who said it,
I've got Christie's
Jesus
evidence
Christ.
right here, but for some blurry reason, I'm not going to reveal it now. But I've got Christie's evidence, so believe me, she started that goddamn dragon on fire. However, at some time in the blurry future, I will release this.
It's out there. It's out there now, man. It's out there.
Oh, she did it. Everyone knows she did it.
And I ran away.
How long you guys live? Sorry, how long you live? All day?
Oh dear God.
Are you live all day?
Oh no.
No.
Well,
Few hours.
Help me, Jesus, help me, Jesus, help me, Jesus.
Just a couple of hours.
All right,
Few hours,
I need to address Lord Steve's Royal Guard, who apparently has never had the pleasure of knowing what a woman feels like. Yeah, evidently you're never going to understand it until you are allowed to touch a woman that won't press charges on you. And I wish you luck. All right, y'all, continue.
okay.
Christie's
So-
guilty.
Bill, people are saying that it's awkward for me to be up here, like we're not friends anymore.
Seriously?
Are they saying that? I
Is
am
that in
always
chat?
awkward, no matter who I'm with, for one thing. And if it was that much of an issue, Ed wouldn't be up here.
If there's anybody up here that
Oh.
Bill shouldn't be up here with, it's me, not you, Ed.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm way more awkward with FCC. We haven't had a talk yet, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm way more awkward with FCC than I am with Ed.
this may not be the time or place.
What's up, David?
It's pretty serious, but I'm going to bring it up anyway, just because Ed's there, and he can't always answer his goddamn phone these days, and and there's never been such a thing leaving a message. Okay, here's the thing: is Ed somewhere apparently in the world today? I only got a text about it, so I don't remember or know if I was even told. But somewhere they have contacted Stephen Nigg's bars, nephew's bars, and that's what I've heard. Is that right?
Yeah, that's what somebody put on a community board. Yeah.
Oh, writing that.
Right, Cindy? That's the new narrative now.
And that
You see that?
but that robs.
Oh, where's it? I missed it.
That robs.
I heard that Christy damn near burned down Disney because FCC told her to, and now they're both on the run in Mexico.
Well, that
I heard that's the second time I heard that. It must be a fact.
Here we go.
You heard it here first, folks.
I knew it already. Somebody told me.
Who told you?
Well, if
About
JT
it.
heard it, then it's a fact.
Ed,
Obviously.
thoughts on Alex's
It's a
statement
fact.
about you? Well, the Dan Islander, I don't have to answer to you, so take your question and shove it up your fucking ass. How about that?
Yes, the important question now is who is the Dan Islander? Well, I need to see your taxes from about 12 years ago. Where are you? Who are you? if it's so fair to all these trolls on any other issue too, everything that's ever come along, when you demand answers, it's like, well, then who are you? Who the fuck are you? Rega? Is that you?
You know, that's a very good point. We don't know who these trolls are.
Oh, you know some of them are Red Hood. Red Hood's definitely an incel, and he's been banned from here on all those other alts.
Nick
So-
Cook says it's one of my alt accounts. I'm here. I'm not alting anything right now.
Telly just
I've got
said-
a hands free.
Telly just wrote the word corpse, and that actually does make me smile. Like, oh, I am a Dracula, all right. I was just at the scene of my own crime 25 years later today down in the basement, and believe me, there was a lot of people like, what are you doing down here? And somebody was with me, and I don't want to talk about that, but that helped blow me out. And they thought we were like morticians in training, like trying to find the morgue and all that. And it was beautiful. I fucking found it after 25 years.
What's going on with Rod
JT, you
Plum?
would
Rod
make
Plum- Rod
one
Plum is
hell of a corpse bride.
Corpse blood?
Corpse bride. You'd make one hell of a corpse bride.
Oh, I've made dozens. Wait a minute. Erase that immediately.
Rewind.
Rod Plum's got to come up, man. I'm missing Rod Plum. I'm not feeling his energy. I know Rod Plum, and I'm feeling some like negativity coming from Rod Plum. Not negativity, but like criticism. I get it, but like, let's work it out, Rod. You're a good guy.
Is he speaking from experience?
Jump up, Rod
I
Plum.
have no idea. I don't know.
I've got FCC's funeral planned out. We're talking sparklers, explode, dynamite up the ass. I mean, we're gonna do it all. I need donuts. Though.
Well, okay. I tell you what, Lord Steve's Royal Guard, come up right now and explain to me why I'm a creep for liking women, or get banned.
I agree with that. You are a creep for liking
Just
women.
ban him. Fuck him.
But
ban
You're
him.
not a creep for liking women. You're a creep for liking or enjoying tying them up. There is a
Why would you
difference.
want that when you've got FCC?
Well, they all signed the right forms.
Shoot.
Yes,
And
I was born a male, George. Yes, yeah. And then, like, I had a surgery and had 4 kids, 3. Yeah, and I got boobs and yeah.
I'm going to put in my Cash App just
Real
to make
name
people
is
mad.
Christian.
Not mine, but I'll get it.
Red Room.
All right. Well, the dollar shined.
This is good. We're like We're activating the B level trolls. See what they
Right?
got. Yeah. It's not good though. I mean, in my heyday, I was way better than all these motherfuckers. This shit is like weak.
That's all you have, that I'm a trans?
Yeah, that's it. Come on.
You're a trans, Christy? Did you just
I
say
just put
this
in.
to me?
I just put
I
in
don't
a Cash
believe
App.
it.
Gimme.
You don't look like it.
Yeah, yes.
Hey,
No, don't say that.
don't make me humiliate myself. I just put in a Cash App. I will get it from somebody else if there is anything. Galactic Chimichanga. Just say Colfax so they know that it's me, not them. And why don't you give me, every one of you, Christy, $90? I demand it right now.
Well, anyway,
Yeah.
And she'll send me 90 pesos.
like, oh, that's nothing. That's like
I know.
$4.
I remember the headlines when I lived in San Antonio where it sunk to being like 4,500 pesos to the dollar. It was a crisis in Mexico, an absolute crisis.
See, this is good. This is good feedback. I'm getting good feedback from PatCon. FCC is an A level troll. Thank you. And then the part that I need to learn from is that I'm so good that my alts sound exactly like me. So I have to learn how to differentiate the language I use for my
Some
troll accounts.
like
And
misspelling on purpose and like
yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Yeah, I got to figure that out. But it's good feedback. I appreciate that. Thank you, back on.
Look at that. Some asshole said that, nobody's going to donate anyway, but that is a good account. But somebody said, I'll get ripped off by my friend, and you know who that account belongs to, and there isn't the slightest chance in hell he would do me like the community does and go like, well, this, that, the other, and I'm keeping the money. He's going to send it to me. He will. So fuck you. I mean, like everything that everyone sees, they just want to go find a crevice in the rocks and go like, oh, you're gonna be ripped off, or this person because you talked to this person nicely somewhere. There's this. God, I hate that. You know what I mean? Like, I understand fun and games on the internet and being a weirdo and rubbing peanut butter and all that. I might do it now, but to just
Max, we're having a baby.
To just lie, why is that fun? Why is that fun? Why is it fun to just lie on the internet? Why?
That's a good. Tele is saying. So the Dan Islander is Petter, which might make sense.
Dan Islander, not Petter.
But
there's
with your dick.
Somebody that has been talking to me that has brought up the idea that I remind them of the Wings of Redemption, but I don't think that's who that is because that'd be too obvious.
You remind somebody of Wings of Redemption?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
No, so I don't even know who Wings of Redemption is, but somebody said that to me. Yeah.
Wow, no, there's nothing. I know who that is, and you're nothing like Wings of Redemption.
It was ridiculous. Yeah. No, I don't know what to put up my mother of pearl opera glasses and look at you. I don't really know what to think of you, but Wings of Redemption was under the trailer park moronica, and you use a word like succulent, so you're far away from comparison to that.
What is Wings of Redemption, or who are they?
Oh, please don't. Let's go through it.
Wings of Redemption is a fat guy that loses his temper very easily.
All right.
You're not.
I lose my temper, but I'm not bad. So
you don't lose. He flies off the handle, just goes crazy and pounds his desk and shit. I've never seen you do that kind of thing. And he's much more easily triggered than you are.
All right, I have to look him up.
No, I don't want to. Oh, he's talking to himself. Wolfax.
Mm-hmm.
I've been fasting for 3 days, and I'm starving.
3 hours. Okay. Sorry.
And then I'm like looking at, the time. Like I've been fasting for 8 hours now because I do 18-6, 18 not eating and 6 eating. So.
You guys take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of this name because I'm not making this up. This is my good authority, even though I have no idea who she is. Christy and JT are having a baby.
Yep.
Having my baby.
What
a lovely way of
keep it absolutely quiet, everybody.
But
they're gonna get fiery.
JT's carrying the baby. He's the one that.
It's a great sacrifice to me, and it's a victory to all women.
And Christy told me that they were going to name it Fiery.
Bill wouldn't carry a woman's baby. He's a lazy.
Carry the baby in the belly.
Not again.
Is Ryan going to be the Godfather?
No.
It's like, you can't even joke about it anymore. He's so horribly pathetic and yet trying to sting on his dying days of his sanity that it's like you can't even find much humor in him, except for like if one of those pile driver things pushed him deep into the ice.
Fucking mad thing.
Pushed him all
Well,
the way.
$17 background check. Just so you know, I wouldn't be able to flip flop between accounts because all I have was the cell phone, and it would kick me off.
Same here.
So
Yeah.
sorry to disappoint you.
Hey, did you know that I'm from County Cork, and therefore I am way better than David, and even
You're not from County Cork, boy.
yeah.
Are you from
And
County
the
Cork for
Cork can
real?
carry mountain.
Are you really from County Cork?
No, I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
I have Irish this in the grandparents'
I can
blood,
hear
but nobody
accent,
knows.
an
But
accent.
America, the melting pot, I don't know nothing. I don't have any like, oh, we must do Irish this or even the German that.
Yeah,
All that. I am just plain. I am the plainest American you can get.
Yeah.
And that's
My
why
ancestors are from Kerry, you know.
Kerry.
Mm.
Very nice. Very nice.
I'm from the Mull of Kintyre.
Scotland.
Oh, that's right, Scotland. God damn it. Well, that's all about that. So you just be quiet now. I will carry on.
Oh my God, Cindy.
Are you smoking and you're going to carry a baby?
Yeah,
Oh,
who is
fuck.
Cindy? That Cindy's a good account.
You
I
shouldn't
like
be
that.
smoking if you're going to be
I am
pregnant.
not.
boy.
I'm not going to really care for the baby that much.
Okay.
When it gets to be 12, I'm going to make it do ridiculous.
Oh, wait, don't say too much because remember, I'm going to sell the baby.
$400, right?
I have. Yeah.
Okay.
I have the client right here.
I am so, Christy, I'm on a fixed income, and I'm so glad that you and I got hooked
Extra
up.
money. Extra money.
Hooked up in Sam's. Wait a minute. I'm not going to continue.
Oh, you nearly gave it away there.
Yeah, well, it was funny up until the point where you start realizing like how people will abuse what we're saying, and
Okay.
yeah, and it's all Christy's fault. Stupid girl. Nice tits, but stupid girl.
It's okay. Thank you. I guess.
No, you're wonderful.
Are you becoming straight?
I don't know who Cindy is, but they're entertaining in the chat. And Cindy says, for everyone's safety, Ryan isn't allowed out of Massachusetts. But also, like, for people within Massachusetts, it's important to understand that Ryan is going to continue and start up his catching campaign. That's KETCH, catching. He doesn't have a car, so he's going to be doing catching on a bicycle. And this is where we are at with Ryan and VCAP 2023.
So I must say that with that evidence, we need to ask, what is Ryan all about?
A boot.
I mean, that's what I've been saying. If these 3 failed catchers that keep coming at everybody would spend half as much time actually trying to catch Preds instead of on this shit, they might actually have something, but I don't think they're capable.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Ryan should have a mop handle stuck up his ass and be pushed around to his body mops up a floor of a giant hospital or something, or factory. Yeah, a dirty factory.
Oh, that's nasty.
Mm-hmm. And David, I'd like to bang a bottle over your head in an Irish bar. I'll just walk
Looks
right.
like, oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's do it then.
Well, it would be funny if I could understand your responses, but whatever. Go to hell.
I'm
Die.
over for the pint.
What? Hmm?
Ooh, FCC, read that comment.
I see it, but I don't know who that. I don't know who that is. So I'm very
Well,
selective about who I accept. But I
What
will.
comment?
I think they're full of
Comment.
shit. I don't think I know who they are. They haven't said anything to me.
I know
The
who
whole
it
thing
is.
could be a setup, man. It could be a setup. They could just they've been cool this whole time. But nobody knows who they are. So you just be cool for like an hour and be like, hey, let me into those DMs, baby, and then pow!
Yeah,
You
that's not how it
They
works.
they
Yeah.
trick they trick you into getting them pregnant or some shit. Make sure she's
Yep.
not popping holes in her birth control pills, man.
Yep. No, I don't know who that is. Yeah. No.
So what we've learned in the last hour is FCC will not allow me to be hoisted into a pair of pants or shorts,
Mhm.
and Christy is a huge arsonist that risks hundreds of people's lives at Disneyland.
And
Thousands.
you now I use your body to get pregnant and sell the children. That's our new
Hey.
business.
Listen, Christy, if you it's over. Oh, now we'll be killed. Ow, and that hurt. Now we'll be killed for that. But I'm not. See, nobody is old enough, unfortunately, to know the saccharine, awful song from the 1970s by Paul Anka, who made himself famous in the 50s. But he was a big songwriter. But one of his last hits was "Having My Baby." What a lovely way of showing how much you love me. I mean, it was pathetic. It was horrible. Having my baby, Chrissy. Wait, is it ours?
So hold on. I something happened to me today. Oh no, yesterday. I'm reading.
I just aborted a baby online.
Is
I'm
that
gonna
what happened?
and I'll mute you. Um,
Uh,
like I never get random DMs. Like I do use it a lot on my Instagram, but I don't get like weird people that we don't have friends in common or things like that. And yesterday I got like a hello, and I'm like, who's that? So I went to that person's IG, and it has like 4 pictures from the last week. Like it's a new account, and he because it's a he doesn't follow nobody that I follow. Like, and it's a real, like those pictures are real, and it's the 4 pictures are the same person. But anyways, that person said hello, and I'm like hello, and like he or she or whoever started like, oh, I saw your picture and you're so beautiful, blah blah blah. And I'm like, and how did you find me? Because my IG is private. And oh, I just saw your picture and you have an attractive profile. So I'm like, nice try, goodbye. And I blocked it because somebody's trying to troll me and trying to get I don't know what because they have nothing on me. So nice try.
They got that dragon thing. That'll never go
didn't
away.
work. Didn't work. I tried.
You're ruined. You're washed
Yeah.
up.
The arson thing is documented now.
You're ruined. You're washed up. You will never eat lunch in this town again.
I'll get
Yeah.
back on Disney. Oh my god.
Trying to burn Disneyland and the
Oh,
dreams of children.
she's disgusting. I can barely look at her face anymore.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
I'm lowering my eyes and looking at her cleavage. It says I can't look at her face anymore. She disgusts me now. Dragon burning, horrible bitch, and showing good food to people on the internet that are starving. Oh my
I saw my ex today because we had an event at my middle son's school, whatever. And he's like, "Are you going to the gym now, or is that your outfit?"
Oh shit!
Because
Did you smack him? Did you get your chancla?
I turned around and I'm like,
Your chancla. Did you get your chancla out and go like?
"No, I had sneakers. No," and I'm like, "What do you care? I'm not saying anything about your clothes." And he's like, well, you can if you want to. Okay, you look stupid. You're not 20. He was wearing like Calvin Klein shoes with like a Tommy Hilfiger polo, like with the name like this. I hate people that wear like the brands all big.
Oh my god!
And yeah, it was nice. We had a nice time there arguing.
Somebody knows that mommy's looking for a new daddy.
Hey, I had a thought, a serious one about just humor in general and being real with all each other. Is like we just had some laughs there about various things. Um, I'd like to point out that there are people in this community like Red Hood and Caps and many many others who, if you analyzed all of their history ever since the first minute they entered, if you had a robot that could do that, you would find that they don't laugh about anything but other people's pain and humiliation. Nothing but, nothing but.
Yeah, that's true.
You could show a video of a dog, doing something crazy for 13 seconds, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, that's so funny," and they're like dead flat. They are Caps, especially, and Red Hood too. Red Hood too. I wish he wasn't, but he is. There's nothing but laugh and laugh, derisive laughter over anything that really hurts somebody else or something like that. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's true. It's all they can get off on. Probably because they're so miserable with themselves deep down inside that
Yeah.
when they see something bad happen to somebody else.
Yeah, to drag other people down below themselves to make themselves feel better. That's what that's about.
And I mean, I mean that with those two people, with
Jerry
every
Springer.
fiber of my being, as in as Ryan is so sure that I fucked a corpse, I am sure that Red Hood and Caps, awful weasel Caps, have never laughed at anything but somebody's pain. And the worse the pain, the more laughter. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
And they seem to try to enjoy creating and increasing other people's pain, even though all they can do is sit online and act like assholes.
Caps wouldn't have done well in jail or prison. No.
Okay, guys.
No, Richard B. Red Hood's not allowed here.
Bad word.
We lost him. He's hiding.
Or are they saying
Of course.
they're talking about Red
I'm
Hood?
going back to bed.
Yeah.
You guys have a
Edward
great
took his
night.
customary nap. All right, thank you for coming up.
Night, Debbie.
Me too. I'm smoking my last cigarette.
Oh,
Yeah.
Are you doing it?
I'll probably hang it up pretty soon.
Come on, Chrissy. All the way.
Sounds
put
good.
the cigarette right towards the ceiling. No, yeah.
All right, Edward. People have been saying you've been so quiet, so you got to talk a little bit here, man. Not about anything in particular, but like what's going on, Edward?
No,
I
nothing
love
much.
smoking with
I
Chris.
seen that Colfax went to Boulder today.
Yeah.
You want to?
Yeah,
he went to the morgue and right and the JonBenet house.
I had to go to Boulder for family reasons and bad, terrible reasons, but to a hospital to visit. And as I mapped my way and everything, I found like, my God, that's only like 3 turns my whole trip. But anyway, I still didn't recognize, even as I planned to go there, where I was going because they changed the name a little. And then when I get there and see community hospital, I'm like, oh crap! I'm right in that place. But yeah, then I filmed in the morgue, or in front of the morgue. I don't have access to it, and I wasn't supposed to be in that basement, and it was not appreciated. By the way, I must
Yeah,
say.
what did that guy say when?
It was many other people before that, but they left us there. I got okay. I'll say it. My sister was with me, but her husband is the one in the hospital.
Oh, okay.
And when I told her what I was going to do, when she came, it's such a jumbled thing that she saw me out from a window and she says, "I'm going to come down and get you outside the emergency room and bring you up." So we had that time where I told her about like this is the place and all that, and she decided I'll go with you. Let's do it now. Go to the basement rather than go up, but before we go up and visit her husband, my brother-in-law, and because she knew it would be like better with her there.
Because as you were cutting the video off, I seen a guy like turn the corner and
I
kind of
know
look at you.
that was coincidental. It would I picked that minute of quiet to try and do it, but we had so many people on our houses. Like what are you doing? And my sister, I hate to talk about her, but anyway, the point is, I went. We're from M&M Mortuary Transport, which is what I was fired from and where it happened. And we're doing day training on what would happen, where to go and everything. So where's the morgue? Because I could not remember when we came down that basement elevator. I can't go come on. It's been 25 years. It's just another hospital basement. There were so many of them, and people were like, "That is really," people were like, "I don't know," but it was just really weird. But anyway, the point is, the public wasn't supposed to be down there. We got it. I did that video, visited my brother-in-law, and then I went to the jail and filmed around there. And you are so well. Fate uh, brought it so that the one video I wanted to do about the Ramses in the back, I did, but wind ruined every word I said. But then I did like a 6 minute, really nice video up front, and I'm like, that's I used to live like, and I went like that electrical box up on the roof. I lived in either that one or the that slash or the slash below it. Pointing out like within two of one of those two I lived in, and besides I lived in many others. And I did go like, and that door under the canopy over there. That's the work release. That's where the work release people come in. But Jesus decided to. It got really sunny all of a sudden, and I shut the iPad apparently in the wrong way.
Oh, so you were saying that's where Jason be coming out.
The way Tommy does. I wasn't saying that, but the point is, I did have all my own memories of. I was there for 2.7 years, so I spoke of those. But I did point out, and that's where the work release people come and go. But fate made that go away. It's not. It doesn't exist now. And anyway, then I went to the Ramsey house and I filmed in there, around there, in front. And then I did a tiny little video about the back alley area where I entered from that fateful night.
I'll tell you what, Mr. Fellers is going to say you're stalking his brother now in the jail.
Yeah, but it didn't come through. And it's like, what am I going to do? Rush back there and do it again?
Oh, yeah.
It's not there. The video just played it. I would have put it up. And besides, let's say it was 6 minutes or something. It was me going like, had this guy, cellmate, there was a Crap Master 2000 and blah, blah. And then he went on to work release. So I point out, like, and then he would be coming in and out that door for work release. Yeah, I know what I was doing. But it's gone. If you got Ray here, he would say, like, it was fate to not throw that kind of fuel on the fire, etc., etc. But it also doesn't mean if Tommy's brother wasn't there, I wouldn't have gone there. I still need to go there again to do a better one because I have 2.7 years of memory in there. Sexy people, hateful people, fighting, going to the hole, all of these things. Those
So
are
you were a
mine.
savage in jail?
Oh, I was a savage sometimes. Anyway,
I,
those
I just bet you were.
those memories belong to me. May. I
I
don't
wish
care
that
who.
shirt had
Plenty of
another A on it.
plenty of other fellers' pillars had plenty of damn teeth marks on them. You just know it.
And even if that video had gone through, just because it's my fingers going like I lived in either that one or that one under that electrical box, and then I had this crap Master 2000 cellmate that would spend 45 minutes out on breakfast, and I would go to breakfast because he went to breakfast. If I was by myself when I had cells of my own, I wouldn't sign up for breakfast and they wouldn't open my door. And same thing with two cellmates that won't go, that's good. But if one's going to go, then you might as well get up, you know? And he would sit out there chattering with people and drinking that lousy coffee. And then and it's 45 minutes, the minute we go back into our cells, he cracks. It's like, what the fuck, man? I'm only up because you are a breakfast person. I would sleep through it if I'm left to my own devices, and I often did when I did have my own devices. But like, I would just sit there, just sizzlingly. Now it's 30 minutes. Why don't you go fucking shit, you got? And then you can go blather to your people until the last minute. But Jesus Christ, I get up in my bunk the minute we get in, and then I hear like little teenager. Oh my! Like I didn't see him, of course, but I could still hear the little teeny. Oh my God! Oh, it's so maddening. How could you be so?
All right, y'all. It's like a quarter to 4 a.m. here. I'm gonna hang this up here pretty soon.
No, you will do as you're told. I will tell Sam.
Yeah, I'm gonna tap out.
9 a.m. here.
David, Ed, JT, good talking with you. Bill, thanks for having me up. I think the interview you guys had, Bill and Ed, was interesting with this dude, the Jared thing. We could talk about that later, but I think it was definitely interesting. So keep that content coming, and yeah, we'll see y'all around, man. Keep the faith and fuck the trolls. All
Yeah,
right.
for sure.
Hey,
I wish I would have recorded the second half. The second half was a lot better. SEC. It got more in depth into a lot more topics.
Oh, we lost the second half, man.
I didn't record the whole thing.
Okay, well, I
All
like
right.
the first half. I mean, the first half was good, but maybe next time you guys keep doing it.
And wait, there's one other thing. The Stephen
Oh
Nick
God.
thing is a 100% Colfax production.
That is true.
And these people are stealing my clout. God
Yeah,
damn
that
it.
is
Yes,
true.
we are. Yes, we are. We are unashamed.
It came from me and my insanity. That's what it came from. Somebody else did.
That's
I
true.
mean-
Without JT Colfax, we would not be talking to Steve Nig at all. So
People always say insanity like it's a bad thing, and it's not always.
You know what I wish I could do on panels? I wish I could
There's a
shit.
fine line between sanity and unsanity.
I wish I could shit myself until I rose out of the picture.
I have faith in you. Yeah, there's a fine line between genius and sanity. Colfax lies more towards the genius side, whereas Ryan lies more towards the insanity part. There's the line.
Well,
now they're clearly defined.
Now that I took my clout back from Ed, he quit. Rage quit.
It can be blood.
All right, fellas. Thank you for coming on, and you both stay naked.
Oh, hey. Well, since you're ending it, that means you're rage quitting, and we should mock you in the several days in the future.
I'm sorry. What did you say I was doing?
Because you're just leaving, we should characterize it as rage quitting.
Oh, did you see that? JT just rage quit all by himself. All right. Thank you for coming on, JT. Always a pleasure. And the rest of you sea monkey scoundrels, y'all stay naked. Actually, I'm going to let y'all, hold on a second. Let me back this up. I'm going to leave you with an outro so y'all can finish your conversations or say goodnight to each other, whatever you're doing. Let me find a good one here for you. All right. Now y'all stay naked. Y'all stay naked now.